Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy G-Nate-P.
And it's me, once again, Swerve.
The Platinum Kid Swerve.
The only swerve y'all know. Let me get closer to this mic. The only swerve y'all know.
There you go. That sounds better.
Hey, I was actually watching is it wrestling, AWE or whatever WW it is now. There's actually a wrestler named Swerve something.
He be getting his ass kicked, right?
I'm probably. I don't know. He looked very lame.
You got to put in your dues in wrestling.
Apparently, you can put in your dues and then still come back 30 years later and put your dues in all over again like The Rock is doing.
Well, there's only certain celebrities are allowed to. It's almost like once they transition out of wrestling, once they gotten too big, they allow them to come back every time, anytime they want.
Hold on, let me get ready.
The Rock,
that nigga
Stone Cold,
Nate sounding real suspicious already in this episode. Let me get my shit ready.
That nigga didn't even
have that pass.
He
the
didn't
Rock,
even
Stone
acknowledge the pause.
Oh, I didn't know so. My bad. The Rock, Stone Cold. We should probably say The Rock, but his name alone should probably have a pause follow it. Like, it's kind of odd we calling a man The Rock. You know what I'm saying?
You ever called your penis The Rock?
Huh?
What does that? Where's the pause in calling him The Rock?
That's a metaphor for a stiff penis.
Is it?
Pause.
Since when, bro?
I got me to The Rock. You know what I'm saying? You're the stiffy.
The stiffy?
The
Come on, bro.
This nigga just making shit up in his head, bro.
these are nicknames. Either way, but The Rock's one of the artists. Cause he's gotten bigger past wrestling. Of course, he's a staple of Hollywood.
Pause.
He's gotten bigger past wrestling. I guess bigger. Pause. Whatever. Okay, he's.
This is very difficult.
He's evolved past wrestling. He's evolved past wrestling. You know what I'm saying? He's surpassed wrestling.
This pause shit is really making niggas expand their vocabulary.
I got it. I'm good. I'm a wordsman.
A wordsmith.
Yeah. All that. So, but they allow him to come back, and they tie him into the soap opera. I was seeing somewhere online recently where a guy was complaining about he just couldn't understand how grown men like wrestling and all that stuff, and I was like, I get it. If you could do it to a certain age, you could dip out of it, but certain people just either leave it and come back, and some folks are just, just never step away from it.
Why is it not good for a grown man to watch wrestling? Because it's a fake story?
Yeah, I guess some people I understand. How can you, after you realize it's fake, how can you still go back? But after
you got to ask them same niggas why they still watching porn.
I don't see the correlation, but
it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's not real. But we still watch that shit.
That nigga Nate not trying to give up porn.
He said, "I don't see the correlation."
That, or you could say Swerve gets the same urgings from porn that he does off wrestling. That's a good excuse.
Whoa.
I gotta watch this.
Pause.
I need my wrestling, man.
Jesus. All right, what y'all niggas been up to, man? We've been missing for 3 weeks. Now niggas ain't show up, bro.
3 weeks? I was here for at least 2 of them weeks.
I'm always here, though.
I'm not always here when y'all call, but I'm always on time. Nate, I don't know about Nate.
I'm not always on time, but I'm always ready.
I don't know what that means.
That means you don't gotta get ready.
I'm always there when it counts.
If you ready, you don't have to get ready, right? What's the
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
Yeah,
there you go.
Stay ready, never have to get ready.
There you go.
Nate, so one of y'all was gone last week, or both of y'all was gone last week, out of town.
Yeah. So I went out of town. My wife's she had some family in New York. Somebody was turning 70, so we went there for a birthday party. And New York was great, bro. I had a good time.
What's the weather like over there right now?
It's like between the 40s and 60s.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, you got to wear a little, at least a little windbreaker or something. 'Cause it's getting chilly up there, or it was.
When I go to places like New York, in my head, it's like the people that live there almost like they're like staging. It's almost like they don't. They're not like almost like they're not real people.
So what you think they are? What are they like? Extras in your movie?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can't really live like this way, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be work, and then when you get off work, you can't. You can't. But
Which it's kind of like it's like when you go on a vacation to like a tropical island, and you're out here enjoying it, and you're thinking, "Oh, this is a paradise." But these motherfuckers that live here permanently, they're not using it right.
Yeah, they're not using it. Yeah, they don't see it.
They don't see what we see. Yeah,
but I like, but the way this city is set up, you ain't supposed to be working here. You ain't supposed to be living this. You ain't supposed to live here. You supposed to just work here. So I was like, yeah. It's like they're in the Matrix and don't see it. Like y'all, like you're not really living, B. It's one of those things. Even like, I guess every city has like their own kind of system. I guess their own cogs. Like if you come to our Disney and you see all the workers and all that, you do kind of think, how much they got to pay you to just strange like that? You're saying like that. It is, but these are kids, and a lot of them are foreign or from abroad, stuff like that. You know, they're working on visas.
You know, a lot of them are
gay. Yeah, that's probably true.
They have a
because it's a story. Where else you gonna get to do costume play and dance and sing for a living and get paid? You say it's definitely something right up their avenue.
Pause.
The gays like to dance. Or is that a stereotype we're just running with right now?
No, gay people love Walt Disney, bro. It's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale world.
Yeah, anything can happen. Yeah, you're right. Anything can happen in Disney World.
I look at places like Disney, and to me, it's dope. Some shit's in there lame, but I was like, it's dope the fact that you could create a whole theme park out of fucking intellectual property, basically out of just ideas, you know, just a couple cool concepts. Like when you see the fact that like Marvel has like their whole own wing on Islands of Adventures or Star Wars or Avatar, you know what I'm saying? I think of so much different franchises that could have their own thing. Terminator, if you wanted to. They have Simpsons.
It's really just like turning all of these big movie things into like actual like gift, like a gift
shop and all that. Shop. But not only a gift shop, but the fact that some of these places, if you wrote a good script, is really fleshed out. Like the place just looks dope. If you go to Disney, the fucking Star Wars place, the world down there, the build out down there, the new one in Orlando, that shit's fucking dope. You really think you in the place in the movies, like they didn't,
or Hogwarts,
but the Star Wars ones, and Avatar, those two places, that shit is fucking, that's top tier, dog.
You been on the Avatar ride?
Oh yeah, I've been on all of that. I've been, you know how with all these kids now, you know, you always out there. So
that's one thing I don't miss is the damn getting on the rides.
I swore off. What is it? Roller coasters.
Yeah,
that's shit's. I was 35. I was like, why are we chasing death anymore? But you know,
grown men shouldn't be trying to have fun. Really, there's a certain age.
Fun, but you don't need a thrill seek. Let me just coast.
There's certain age you can enjoy yourself without having fun. Niggas that's having fun, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say that.
Y'all niggas doing too much.
There's never too long of fun. You don't need thrill.
I don't know. I come back from a vacation. They're like, "Hey, did you have fun?" I was like, "Fun? What is fun? What is fun? Like, what the hell? What is fun? Like, you mean like, you know, like kids when they go yee wee like that? If that's what fun is, I don't have fun.
We don't get those no more. Yeah,
I don't do. Yeah,
you're right. You might be right.
Yeah, I ain't say we. I can't remember last time I said we.
Yeah, you might be right.
Hey, all right. So, what else happened in my life? We're still doing the intros, guys.
Yeah, I know.
That was a perfect.
We out here.
So, we put the kid in daycare. That nigga cry his ass off every day. I drop him off so far. He started. He started Monday.
How long you ever wonder when he start crying when you leave or you drop him off? You ever wonder how long the cry lasts?
My daughter's one would never stop. I used to have to just come back and pick her up.
So they would say she's literally cried the whole time.
Yeah, if they're bad enough, some will do that. Like my daughter, mine used to be that bad. She was that spoiled. So that's why it's, especially if you pick them up a lot. That's why I say don't get the kid too used to being held or to what's the name. But yeah, it should be that bad.
What are we, savages?
You gotta learn.
Yeah, you gotta treat him like a puppy. It works with the puppy. Ignore his ass. Eventually he'll stop.
Yeah, if you got to West Ham, but if you over West Ham it, West Ham.
Bro, this puppy, I'm ready for this kid shit. This shit's easy. I don't know what y'all be talking about.
Okay.
That
shit easy peasy.
Okay.
He start crying, you either ignore him or you tap him on the butt. Right, you go right to sleep. Easy. I'm ready for a baby. No pressure.
That's the easy part. They put him to sleep. You ain't ever had them sick and they're crying. You can't solve it for nothing. You don't know staying up and just fucking the pressure. What? That
you could just
no
fake
answer.
Most of the time they just be faking it. So really they just be tricking. They be tricking y'all.
Whatever you're trying, it ain't working, and they're not going down.
Listen, I got the code for you. Listen, you put them in another
hours at a time, though. No stopping, crying.
Put them in another room where you can't hear them.
That's your experience, Nate. I had a good baby.
No, I'm talking about when they're sick.
A baby hasn't gotten sick like that.
Oh, thank God for that. But I'm saying, when they're sick, that's having a kid is easy up until when they're sick.
Put them in another room. Put them in another room. They cry. You can't hear it. By the time you wake up, you're refreshed, energized, and they're knocked out.
Oh man!
Boom.
There's effects to that as well. You don't want the baby getting colic. You get gassy. And these kids they're almost on self-destruct mission when they're first born. Though.
What's gassy? What you mean? Like they fart a lot?
It gets hard to breathe, hiccup. They can die from that.
They can't burp.
Yeah, they can't burp you. They can kill it. Yeah, they can die. So
kids
are on a mission to self-destruct the whole time you got them.
So really, they're just trying to kill themselves, and you just gotta. You're on a mission. You're on a mission to keep alive.
That's it. Their first year, they do whatever they think to kill themselves.
That's you think about it. That's a pretty tough mission. Like you just had a baby, and now your job is to make sure that this baby does not die, and he's doing everything he can to kill himself. Yeah,
but luckily he can't move, can't walk, and they don't no dexterity. They're slowly learning it. They're exploring themselves to death, and you just got to keep them confined.
Just imagine, because everything is like at scale. So just imagine them falling off a bed would be like you falling off of a 10-story building.
Not 10, bro.
2? Let's say 2.
Yeah, 2.
Rolling off the top of a 2-story house.
I say
not
this
jumping.
and people don't believe me. When I was younger, when I used to jump off certain stuff, I felt like the distance, you know what I'm saying? Like the time in this, like if I used to jump off a bed, it felt like a couple seconds before I landed on the floor. It was almost like I was bending time.
Oh, like the top just moved in slow motion.
Bro, you remember in Highland, there's like a hill. Remember, you could just jump off it. I remember like certain high shit. If you jump high enough, you can almost pause. Like, oh shit, there's enough time to almost like a break. Like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Some shit it's short enough that it's not enough time to process. But some falls are high enough that you could really be like,
that's impossible.
Shit.
That's impossible.
It happens. It's not impossible.
Maybe your brain just moves faster than regular people's brains.
It just depends on how.
Bro, try jumping off a 10 floor building.
Yeah, you gonna think some shit.
You're not just gonna die.
You're gonna die, but before you die, you'll be like,
shit. That's the worst. Just like you jump out of an airplane and then the parachute don't work. How much time do you have to think about this?
Yeah,
you about to hit the ground.
That's crazy.
But I do remember some shit that I felt like I was able to jump in, like either some shit. But now, as you got taller, as you get bigger, everything's smaller. You know what I'm saying? Everything around us is smaller in general. So,
you know the movie Jump?
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to jump or fly?
Fly.
Oh, jump was definitely a better part because he's able to take stuff with him. That motherfucker he was a criminal. He was saying he was stealing. He was He was perfect. I mean, a perfect lifestyle.
Oh, you talking about jump like when they go through the tunnel thing?
Jumper, yeah.
Jump like like Nightcrawler from X-Men. Just you think about a place and you just poof instantly there.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I don't need no flying.
I wouldn't need
Let
no
me
car.
Jump. That's my superpower right there. Jumping. If I could jump, that's it right there. I'm set.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about jump as in jump real high.
Oh, jump really high or fly? Oh, that's lame. That's like the Hulk. Would I rather be Superman? So would you rather be the Hulk or the Superman?
I mean, Superman's actually the best Superman out there. He's super powered, yeah.
Superman's a bitch though.
He just don't know
how many times you be seeing Superman get whooped? He's supposed to be the strong.
That's Clark Kent.
I'm talking about Superman be getting his ass whooped frequently, often.
He's holding back though. Holding back, you know what I'm saying? He's holding back. That's what.
Oh Lord!
Listen, some people have gay ears, and it don't really matter what you have to say. So sometimes when they're reaching, just blame it on their gay ears.
Okay, so what have you guys been up to for the past couple of weeks?
I just came back from Georgia. Went to
Pause.
How's that? Georgia alone. Just went to pause. It's Atlanta.
The only one gayer you can say is Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta. But,
which is in Georgia.
Yeah, went out there to a blues show. Pretty dope. Outside that, I went to go check out the what was it, the monument out there, that mountain, Stone Mountain and shit like that. It's pretty dope. Some of these national parks and stuff like that, there's some dope shit to see around America. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that some people don't go out and about and just stay put. But you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of saying you do like road trips or even just a lot of these rural parts in America. There's definitely some beautiful scenery, man. I think that each time I do Tennessee, but like, you know, just even like Atlanta being on top of that mountain, you know, like this shit's fucking, whoa, that's a dope.
See, the way Juno's ears work, as soon as he hears on top,
being on top of that mountain.
Yeah, but
in Atlanta,
as soon as he's you can't be on top of nothing in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went to the Trap Museum as well.
I heard the Trap Museum is trash.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, we could make a trap museum right in Florida.
When you were walking through, you're like, this is just an empty warehouse with some paint on the walls.
Some people, no, it depends, because some people's area are flushed out. Look, it depends. I send you a photo, like the Jeezy's area is dope. T.I.'s one is pretty dope. It's like close. It depends on the layout, the work that was done. I don't know if they submit their own stuff there, and the artists, and I don't know who's responsible for building the building. But some people it's just simple painting. Some people shit's very boring. But
some people it's just a kitchen with a stove.
Yeah, but some folks shit it's dope. Like Jeezy's, when the walls aren't even walls. It's like bricks taped up and shit. I'll send it to you for the shit is fucking. So some, you know what I'm saying, some they got busy on a couple of them. And then, you know, they're selling art, you know. Yeah, I know T.I. was saying how it's like a non-profit, and as soon as it costs him any money, he'll get rid of it. Mm-hmm. But it was pretty dope. But I definitely thought, like I said, yeah, we could definitely do the same shit in Florida. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that set theirs apart is that sometimes the rappers and stuff actually donate memorabilia and stuff to it.
If you got a trap house in Florida, it would have to be located in Miami. Where else can you put it?
Orlando.
Yeah.
No, why would you put it? Who comes out of Orlando in hip hop?
It don't matter. It don't matter who comes out.
It's trap music. Yeah.
Yeah. It would just be Florida artists.
Florida trap music. Yeah. It could just be. It don't have to be Florida artists. You just say the Florida Trap Museum. There's already an Atlanta one. You just have a Florida Trap Museum.
But the Atlanta one has a lot of Atlanta artists. Gucci, Jeezy, T.I.
But that's because where did trap music start out and all that? But it has everyone else.
Bro, it has a lot of Atlanta artists.
It definitely does. But they have like
if Young Dro has a space, it has a lot.
Well, Young Dro has a corner, just literally like a little. Like a little corner, and I was like, it's just
that's too much.
It is just the mannequin with his.
It's Young Dro.
It's a mannequin. Usually, it's just the mannequin with his outfit on there.
It's Young Dro.
It's T.I.'s artist. You think he gonna look out for his homeboy? It makes sense. It's the same thing. Like you see, Nicki Minaj got something, stuff like that. So it ain't like, it just depends. I sent you a couple of photos, but it was dope. It definitely could be replicated and done better. But I guess they also have like an escape room in the back as well. I went to a balloon museum as well out there. We be doing touristy shit when we out there. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. You gotta live a little.
So that was last week, but we didn't record the week before that either, which was because Swerve was.
Oh yeah, I went to Puerto Rico.
Out the blue. They racist out there for real?
Racist? No, I didn't see no racism at Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico felt like South Beach. Like the traffic was horrible. There's a lot of
prices. The prices aren't all that good out there. Like
the prices, I felt like the prices were. I mean, we came with money, but I felt like the prices weren't horrible.
Okay.
The drinks were definitely great, strong. You order a drink, you're gonna feel the drink. The drink. You're gonna get your money's worth. It's actually Puerto Rico is the rum capital of the world.
Yeah, that's where Bacardi is.
Yeah, I did a tour of the Bacardi
distillery.
Yeah.
Judo lives in Little Puerto Rico.
Kissimmee. Yeah, there was actually I went to a bar.
Is it racist?
No, that's not.
White folks say that shit all the time.
They literally call it Little Kissimmee. I mean, Little Puerto Rico.
Racist white folks do definitely say that. It's like, niggas getting a little hot heads on a little Kissimmee, so I'm getting ready to move.
Yeah.
But they say that, you already know.
They feel the pressure.
They say Little Puerto Rico over there. So like that. White folks say that. That'd be racist. They do say that.
We actually went to a little island, took a ferry to an island called Culebra, and there was a bartender there. He said this was his second day on this island. He actually just moved from Florida. I was like, oh, Florida? We're from Florida. Where did you move from? He's like, oh, I was in Kissimmee. I said, good one.
Thing, right?
Yeah, he just came from Kissimmee.
Say, I knew it.
But the thing is, there's a difference between you have an influx of immigrants when you have an influx of immigrants that's already stable.
They're not immigrants.
Because they're Americans, but I'm
Puerto
saying,
Ricans
they
are
aren't
immigrants.
Yeah, they're exactly. You're right. But an influx of
what? There's nothing you can say to fix this.
Colored people, Nate.
Colored people, others, refugees.
They're not refugees. They're Americans.
Yeah, but they're running from refuge from over the islands. Whatever it is, when you have an influx of an area, when you have a good migration of people from an area, it's usually that they're usually downtrodden and all that, and you have those as well. But it's dope that you also have the business owners that was already jump in, already had business or whatever. Even the people that's starting businesses, they already have it's like they move from over there to here, and they already have a base for it.
I didn't really see no downtrodden people. It seemed like if anything, when I went there, I felt like this was too Americanized. All these American flags flying everywhere. I was like, I wonder if this is what Haiti would look like if Haiti was ever made into a U.S. territory. But then I'm like, Haitians are so proud. I don't even see Haitians flying American flags in Haiti.
You go to the bad part of Puerto Rico because
there's bad parts. I'm sure they were telling me there was bad parts of Puerto Rico. I'm like, I guess I was not in that bad part.
Yeah, you did. There's definitely bad parts. So you're at just the touristy site, so there's that. So I think anywhere that you're gonna have a touristy site, it's gonna have a.
But we was driving hours through the city. I mean, through the country. Like an hour to go to the ferry, an hour to go to certain beaches or something like that.
You guys were driving, or you guys had drivers?
We rented a car. So there was a chance. There's a chance we could have been through some bad parts and not even known it. But our destinations were not bad spots.
I mean, I feel like as long as the country has access to power 24/7 and paved roads,
there's paved roads, exits.
As long as when your shit turns off and lack of communication, that's when shit gets bad quick.
Oh man, we were late at night and trying to get back from the ferry. And
you could be in a fucked up city, plenty like Chicago and all that. But as long as I'm not going in the projects,
as long as you don't get out the car, you're fine.
Yeah, you don't get out the car, and I'm 2 places over. You should be good. You should be able to drive through it.
You just gotta stay in the bean.
Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, exactly. But that's what makes places like Haiti not work, is the fact that just the basic essentials like just constant power 24/7 or policing, that was just regular. Then you could start with it. But Haiti used to be like that. It wasn't that far back. Like you talking about in the 80s, early 80s. If you look at early 80s pictures of Haiti, back in the Haiti was clothed. It's so crazy. It's like anytime you see shit like that, it's almost like a time bomb went off or some shit like that. It's like a digression.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'd be crazy. That's nothing. That's Haiti. When I see places like Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia, which is the one that we're supposed to be going to? Yemen? Where's the one of them like? One of them places they show back in the days.
India?
Which one is it?
Colombia, Brazil.
It's one of the Arab nations, man. What's the name? But they show it back in the days. They were over there looking like America, bro. They had short pants. The girls were out. What's the name? They had public schooling, and like that, a change of party, and the other party that was just more conservative just switched it through and put everyone up in these sheets and shit like that. How it is now, and girls can't drive. Like it's like you think it's two different things. Like it went from America to how they are now.
No, that was they're allowed to drive there since 2017.
No, so what I'm saying, the place I'm talking about, they haven't went back to it yet. What I'm saying is how they used to be. I know you're talking about Saudi Arabia. When I talk about Saudi Arabia, I'm talking about one of those neighborhoods. Who's Saudi Arabia beefing with? That country. Who's there? Iran. Yeah, Iran or Tehran. One of the Iran. Go look at back in like in the 70s or back when they had before U.S. went and deposed or took over or killed their last what's name. They used to be very, very Americanized, very Westernized and shit. But whoever's in charge now ended up changing it, and they went away. But people don't realize how quick societies could change, though, just in a little bit of time.
I think they are. That's why they're so afraid of Trump.
I don't know if they're so afraid, but I think even as Americans, we don't think that. I think we think like, oh, we're gonna be.
Yeah.
Even as Americans, I think we're talking about we're number one. Nothing's gonna be here. By the time we're number 2 or number 3, that's how quick it happens. You don't even notice it happens. You're still chanting you're number 1. Number 1 probably won't even know they're not number 1. You know what I'm saying? It's for a while. They'd be like, you might just be delusional.
Which means right now we could not be number 1 and not even know it.
If China's number 1, bro.
I think it's slipping from us. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows? China could have been number 1 for the past 50 years for now, for all we know.
I think China's next up. But
next up, nigga, everything you get comes from China.
It's been like that for a long time.
It is, but
somebody in China's eating. I'm sure there's a lot of poverty in China.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
but somebody out there is eating. Just like we got people out here eating.
Well, of course. Plenty of people out there eating. You talk about a dynasty. You got one group of people that's willing to die for a country that's willing to just play the long game. One party running forever. Either way.
And the week, so that was the week Swerve was gone, and we didn't record the week before that either because Nate never showed up.
I don't know what happened that week.
The episode was supposed to have Dr. Barry on the show.
Oh, Nate didn't show up.
Oh, I got home late. I was hurrying up already, and by the time I got out of the shower, you guys was already done. Now was by the time. I mean, when I was getting ready, like I was getting done, I was hurrying down. I see Barry. You guys, matter of fact, I see Swerve.
This nigga just rambling right now. What is this nigga talking about right now?
Here's what
he has not said one word yet. Just a bunch of rambling. As soon as he said late, I just tuned out.
Nah, see, I'm saying I was getting ready to get on there, right? Barry was and then I see a message from Swerve out the blue. and Swerve texting Barry talking about, "Oh, the pod's canceled for the night."
Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about it.
See, he wouldn't preemptively cancel it without checking it.
No, it's not no preemptive. We ain't no preemptive. I was on here with Juno. You was not on here, and then we was like, "Fuck it, we're done. We're not waiting for this nigga no more." So then I was polite enough to go let Barry know, "Hey, I don't want you to come on here waiting for Nate because we're not going to be on here."
I was right there, and I was like,
I did tell you to do that, Swerve.
Yeah. Juno did tell me. Juno told me.
I was there.
Don't leave that part out the story. Nigga.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He told me to let Barry know.
There. I came back on, and I was staying for like 30 minutes. Like, hey, where you guys at?
What are you gonna stay on for? After you see me? After you seen I send the message to Barry. Did I send it in a group chat?
No, you said that just me. You said that you had a different.
Okay, well, you saw it though.
You said
as soon as you seen I sent it to Barry, you should have been like, okay.
To the Lost Child group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
as soon as you seen that, you would have known why even stay on here for another 30 minutes. Swerve and Juno's not coming back on.
I didn't know, because sometimes Juno leaves the window open, or you leave the thing. Sometimes I'll be on there just waiting.
Nah, if you see it's open, it's because we sleep.
Either way, I called. Then I called Swerve right after he didn't pick up. So
I was asleep.
Fuck you calling people phone at 11 o'clock at night. Bro.
What's the cutoff time for calling married people at their house?
8:30.
Where are these rules?
I don't know. The Nate be disrespecting me because this nigga be calling me 11:30, 12:30.
Because the rules we got used to growing up with were our parents' rules. We don't have
and now, and now I see why they made those rules.
You don't have.
My body shuts down at a certain time.
If you be up at like 1, 2 o'clock, why would your phone have to cut off at 10? Doesn't make any sense.
Yes, that's what he's thinking. Morning, see, that's also another problem. He be following me on the socials and shit. If he see I like something, or he's like, oh, that nigga up. Let me call him.
If I'm at the gym or something, like, hey, what you up to? That's it. If you're up, it doesn't make any sense.
But a lot of times
that we have, like, we can't communicate after a certain hour. I mean, as long as you're up, you should talk. No sense.
What if I'm laying in the bed next to my wife, and I just happen to be scrolling?
Yeah, then you can't answer. If you don't,
I just don't answer.
Like, I'm gonna keep blowing you up, and that's it. It's no issue. I don't take any mind. I was like, if he's up, he's gonna answer. If he can't, he's gonna like, I've got something to do. I don't look at it one way. I was like, if he's up, he will. If he answers, like, yeah, what up? What up? He actually talk. If he don't answer, I'm expecting not to answer. But if he answers, he clearly can talk. That's how it goes.
They be fucking my whole shit up. Sometimes I'll be like, man, let me not even answer to this right here because he's gonna know I'm up and he's gonna call me. I'm about to go to sleep.
Here's the thing, though. Y'all think that's an issue. Look how much we're paying in cell phone bills, and think of how little we talk on the phone now more than ever. It's a fuck.
But
we're getting scammed.
No, that's because you're thinking.
We're using all this other data shit. It ain't for. We're not. The communication part is the least amount of pay.
No, the talking part. We're still communicating. We're just not talking.
Yeah, let's just pay for internet then. For when you talk about a phone plan, bro, there's no reason we all shouldn't be like on Simple Mobile and some shit. These big carriers are raping us. No pause. We don't need them. What are we paying for? Most people our age don't even be on the phone like that, bro.
Well, the numbers that they give you for these payment plans or for these phone plans, it's really just made up numbers anyway. Because how much does it? How much really? How can you put a number on how much it costs to talk to someone,
bro? How much is your phone bill? Because me and my wife phone bill together combined is $60.
That's great.
I pay like $300 and I have like 6 lines though.
I got 3 lines and a watch and I pay like $160.
Yeah, you lucked out. I don't know how the fuck you got that. Who you with, Juno?
I'm still on Sprint employee plan.
Oh, okay.
From back in the days, I know y'all used to get on the employee plans back in the days.
Richard used to hook it up.
Shit like that. I used to have what's name, but either ways, because I have to add lines, so many lines, so I'm like 3 lines. So as you add the kids, it ain't like how it is our days though. Now when you have kids, by the time they get to middle school, they all need a cell phone, and each line will be $25. So that shit starts adding up. Either way, like I said, phones are fucking the verbal part of it now. They really need to reassess the pricing.
I was with Sprint also, and they was actually getting me for a while. They had that Apple Forever plan. Yeah. So anytime a new Apple thing came out, you would get the automatic upgrade.
They got rid of that, didn't they? Finally,
exactly. They got rid of that when T-Mobile took over, but they were still charging me for that every month, and I didn't realize that I was still paying for that plan where they don't even offer that no more. And once I finally realized that y'all been charging me for all these months,
can only credit back 3 months or some shit, right?
I don't even know if they credited back anything.
It's a dirty game out there. Right?
Dirty game.
No consumer protection out there. Biden's America.
Biden's America. I left them.
That's all I like to do. Just blame the current president for shit that he got nothing to do with.
Yeah.
The same way they used to do Obama. Goddamn Obama. That weather's rated today. That goddamn Obama. It's rated. They just be totally biased and blame anything. Let's get to these absurdities, dog.
What you got?
Well, it's a big one this past week. Without even looking at it, we might as well jump and get the pause. Yes, you know how to bring out the laugh. It's a big week. Okay, we can say that it's a big week. Kendrick finally does a response to Drake's "Drop a Give Me 50."
Is "Drop a Give Me 50" AI track or not?
Push up. It's what?
See, Juno's out of the loop, so he don't know a lot of this, what's going on. So we got to break it down for him.
Yeah.
There is an AI track, but that one was called the tailor-made freestyle.
Well, the tailor-made freestyle is not an AI track. It's just he uses AI. He uses the AI generator to cover his voice. He raps.
So we're 100% sure that those were Drake bars.
Yeah, the AI doesn't. The AI can make your own music as well. It can make its own music, but it's still got to pull the content from. So those lyrics
exactly the same way that Juno can write on ChatGPT certain topics and it'll make him a song, right?
Yeah,
you can do that with AI, and that's very possible.
Yeah, you can, but look with the subject matter though. Look at the stuff it's talking about. I would have to know those stuff.
Yeah, you tell him those stuff, just like Juno tells the ChatGPT ChatGPT can do anything.
I can't say you're wrong. I know it knows how to these different softwares. It's not ChatGPT, but
I'm telling you that shit can make songs.
Shit like that. It does make songs and it can do certain cadences, but usually people that you're hearing it, it's not. When you see people do like the fake Drakes and all that, it's an actual person that's rapping, and all it is
change their voice.
Change their voice. That's it. It's an actual person that knows how to do this cadence. The AI hasn't gotten good enough yet where it can make a fucking banger like the person yet. That's not a thing yet. And here's the thing: while we're on this tangent, we're like basically borderline recession, and around this area, anytime these things happen, scam at us is an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? At all levels. You know what I'm saying? All these companies tell you there's technology, like they swear, everyone's pulling a scam. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Amazon said they had the stores that you could just pick up an item and it charges you your cart and you just leave?
Yeah.
I remember something about
stores like that. There's even stores like that in New York. They even on that. This whole fucking time they talk about it's an AI software. All they fucking had is a fucking warehouse in Dubai and shit, like in India, of like 100 different people just watching cameras and small cameras all different places. And each time you check it, they just ping it to your account. That's it. There's no technology. The technology is being built, but the technology is not yet to roll out yet. So in the meantime, they just hire virtual assistants. You don't know how much shit behind our stuff that could be fake. This whole Siri thing could be a fucking Indian person.
Just listening. just listening the whole time.
1.7. That you don't realize the capers you can pull the technology out of. It's fucking insane. The whole time we thinking people say the technology listen to everything. They could just hire people, third world countries, to literally listen to people. That's how it is. Anything that technology is that advanced, people are just really cheap other places. That's what capitalism gets you to do.
That's crazy.
So if people in New York are fake, what are people in Dubai and India that sit there and can watch motherfuckers shop all day long?
You're the
they
only
really not alive.
We did not claim New York was fake, Nate. That was you.
I didn't say New York. Not New York. If the people working there are fake, what are the cogs? What are the people? What are the people that are in India and stuff that just sit there and
listen to me say, "Hey Siri."
Yeah, it's gotta be on standby 24/7. Can you imagine? The human system's really fucked up, bro. It's a lot of usury, Different ways, dog.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? When you zooted, I be thinking of shit like this. I remember I seen an episode of Rick and Morty where he had where it shows like he created a whole universe just so they could power the battery in his car.
Yeah, I seen that one.
And it makes you think that's how the type of shit that go along in the universe just so a motherfucker could just turn his lights on, dog. We don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of shit that could happen.
So
way, I don't know how.
What we talking about?
Yeah, back to Drake.
So let's talk about Drake and
Kendrick.
Yeah. Okay. So Kendrick drops a response. I thought it was fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? It started out slow and boring in the beginning.
I thought it was great. If you like Kendrick, I like the tempo. I love the slow tempo. He had something to say. It was.
It was.
It was what
he took the moral high
the
ground.
artist. He took the artist route. He actually made a good song.
I mean,
right now in this, if you want to say future, I mean, Drake has better diss records. Like Push Ups might be a better diss record. I'm still listening to Like That till this day. I'm not listening to Push Ups.
To me, Like That wasn't that. To me, Like That wasn't even all that. Outside of just that little cut on, to me, it was just a shock factor. To me, Like That was never dope.
Like that. Even if you don't see Like That as a diss or a great diss,
was a diss, but it was never great. It just made a moment. People were shocked. Just happened to diss him. But to me, it was substandard by even Kendrick standard. I was like, I like it.
You're talking about Kendrick standard. What if you look at it from Future standards?
Even just look at standards. Future got better music than that, and on that album, that's not even one of the best cuts on that same album.
I don't know. I like that. Like that. That's the track that I'm coming back to frequently.
She's a Vibe on that one. He got on the album. He got She's a Vibe. He got some bangers.
Yeah, though he has a lot of good tracks on that album. I'm just saying, out of Push Ups, Tailor Made, Euphoria that just came out, I'm listening to Like That and Euphoria probably more than the other two.
Nah, man. Where are you listening to Euphoria? You going to sleep?
Nah, don't stop it. You're talking about the first 30. You're talking about the first 30 seconds. Is that what you're talking about? The first 30 seconds. Nah, stop it.
It's a 6-minute song. The first 3 minutes is slow, and the next 3 minutes he's actually rapping and going into detail where he's just little boy in him, which is the props I give. To me, he took the Loaded Lux route. The Loaded Lux route, which is the Loaded Lux route is basically shame this nigga, let the society know that this guy is a cancer to society. Mm-hmm. He's a cancer to the hood, and everyone gonna say, "Yeah, really, you really are doing us a disservice." You know what I'm saying?
That's what he did.
To awaken people to that.
That's what he did with that.
He's not really saying nothing new. He's bringing up everything, but it's almost like that's what I'm saying. And
neither has Drake. Drake has not said anything new.
Well, it ain't that Drake hasn't said nothing new. Drake isn't the one that pulled the punches. You calling him out.
Nobody's saying anything new in these beefs. That's what I think.
That's not true. That's not true. Drake out here exposing contracts. Drake's out here saying niggas got funky contracts, saying that Taylor Swift's calling shit over there, and then everything Drake's showing is looking real true. Look at Taylor Swift came out, no one dropped for a good minute, and the whole time no one dropped. She dropped an album, sells 2 million copies the first week. Breaks a record. Who the fuck does that? It just goes to show that Taylor's that dude. I like, damn, did he really have to pause? Because of Taylor Swift. Is she really the boss of his label? Are you really gonna ignore this beef because of Taylor Swift? And he did just that. Had to ignore the beef because of Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is big enough to pause anybody's release. Whether it's Drake, whether it's Beyonce, whether it's
that's what Drake said. That's why.
Hold on. Something's not playing. Hey. All right, we're back, bro. I don't know what happened to the audio, but we're finally back.
We could be professionals and just cut right in here. And let's talk about the Kendrick and what's name. We'll do a speed what's name. So Kendrick,
I think they heard a lot about the Kendrick and Drake shit.
Okay,
but it's when y'all got into that argument that it cut off.
Okay, let's just skip through that and just say that's whatever we were arguing about. Swerve won, and they just out here just randomly talking, saying shit. Listen, Nate's on that Drake train. Like, I understand. Like, Drake is the GOAT, right?
Listen to me. Go ahead. Speak your part and ask you.
Is Drake the GOAT?
He's one of the GOATs. He's definitely up there. Yeah, definitely the GOAT. To me, he's probably the best in this era. Correct.
In this era, for sure. In this era, for sure.
Yeah, he checks more boxes.
I don't think this battle that they're having right now. It's like we want some type of real friction, some type of tension from this beef.
I don't. I'm fine with it being just.
If it's just bars, then what are we saying? Because nobody's dropped a trash song yet. If we're just going on bars,
trash songs.
Which one?
The first one. Listen,
like that is not trash. Stop it.
Like that is trash.
Like that only had one bar, bro.
Yeah, and y'all like I hyped it because
you know the bar.
What was the bar?
Bomb. That's it. That's it. And it's a sound effect.
Which one?
Just the bomb, the little punch. That's it.
It's not the bomb. The only punch, the only bar he
DOT,
had.
the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Is that the one y'all talking about? It's a lot of goofies with a check. That one?
No. The only thing is, fuck a big three. It's just Big Me. Yeah, that's the only line you remember from that song.
No, I remember I remember the whole verse. I'm telling you, I've been listening to this.
Memorable. See, this is how I know it's not memorable. So I've only listened to both of those guys. I probably listened to both the freestyles off 2 times each, and I could think of a couple of lines of Drake's every time.
I can't think of Drake's. Come
on, man.
Plus, Drake's was a song going after like 5 different people.
Obliterating 5 different people.
Euphoria, what we really need to do is compare push-ups to Euphoria. And Euphoria with all 6 minutes going after one guy compared to push-ups, which was
how about the AI one, the tailor-made freestyle. What the fuck did Kendrick did? Nothing.
That was clever.
That shit was
clever.
That shit was brilliant from 2 different.
That was clever. It wasn't. You wouldn't even say it was a diss track. It wasn't a diss. It was. I just dissed you previously, and now I'm waiting for you to respond. Where are you at?
Yeah, and they're playing out their disappointment in them.
Yeah, your idols are disappointed. Your idols are disappointed in you right now. They handed the keys over to you, the keys to Compton to you, and now they're waiting. Where are you at?
Listen, I don't.
That's not a diss.
I don't think a 6-minute reply to it didn't do it, but nonetheless, I felt like he won on just technicality. Kendrick won on just you're not gonna be able to respond on the allegations he's making. The guy saying that he spent time with his kids. You don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about that.
You know what I'm saying? He's saying shit that you're not going to be able to hit you with the culture. He's already painting the room against you. He's already pandering and setting shit up against you. Talking about and the women that you date. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about real women. We're sick of the type of women. He already got Shea Butter Twitter wild up. The black woman,
because they already been on that.
They're like, yeah, you let them know, Kendrick. You let them know, even though they don't realize Kendrick got a high yellow red half red bone right in the back. It's like all these other rappers. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that he out here just.
This is a Kendrick and Drake beef. We don't care about what his wife looks like.
Kendrick is using
these niggas just like as he supposed to.
He's using the insult of being a
mulatto.
A mulatto. But his wife's a mulatto.
Exactly. But you got to play at these niggas' heartstrings because it's easy to play these niggas.
Exactly. And that's why Kendrick is great at what he does.
Because he's the ultimate.
I'm realizing that Kendrick is really good. This is my first time seeing him battle.
Listen, he is great.
He's been calling people out for a long time. This is my first time actually seeing him have to battle.
They've been ignoring that little nigga.
He is great.
For good reason.
he's very skillful in the techniques in which he's using against you. You could only beat him if you would have already called yourself out on the shit he's about to call you out on. Because there's no defense. Yeah, because you let him go first.
Yeah.
Now it's a wrap. See, because the only way that Loaded Lux lost was when he went against Hollow the Don. Is when Hollow the Don went first, and Hollow the Don made fun of everything Loaded Lux is about to say. He's like, "You about to preach all this, you about to say all this," and when it came time for Hollow the Don, when he did it. Like, he said you were gonna do it. You looked at
that's the 8 Mile cheat code.
Exactly. It's like a cheat code. So Drake kind of almost even shitted on himself on the what's the name? On the tailor-made freestyle. He was kind of shitting on his own stuff, kind of telling him, like, come on, don't let this Canadian nigga saying he was kind of using the 8 Mile cheat code, but
he didn't lean in hard enough. That would have been killer. If he would have used that whole tailor-made to get on himself the whole time.
Exactly. He didn't think that Kendrick was gonna go after the grow up, stop messing with little girls. You've been rapping about the same shit. We're not taking you serious. You're not really speaking off substance. You're back. All the little
we see the Tommy Hilfiger, but we never seen the FUBU.
Yeah. All the little nuance, calling your credibility, you're not really black, all that shit. Who would have fucking thought a nigga would have really said this shit like that?
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
It's brilliant because Drake is black. That's what's brilliant about it.
It's brilliant. Yeah, you got us questioning a black man.
Yeah.
Black. It's fucking, I like, he got him. This is the, I got your ass. Like, I hated it. See, I hated it when I seen Jay-Z lost the Nas too, and I was mad. I was like, no, man, y'all don't listen to that. That was the wrong song. Y'all didn't go listen to Super Ugly is the wrong song. Y'all didn't go listen to the other one. And you're like, nah, it's over. It's ether. People did not want to hear. Once the crowd made up their mind, they didn't want to hear nothing.
It's over.
So trust me.
Once they heard ether, it was over. Ain't no going back to listen to nothing.
And I was like, listen, y'all don't listen. I'm like, trust me. Hov got more to take, niggas. That's it. So, and Drake's at the position where he was, where Jay-Z was back then. People want to see him lose. He's been winning for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though he lost to Pusha T, he's still winning. So it ain't like he has nothing to lose here anyways. Even if he loses, he just makes a hit. We're going to forget about it again. So really, this was Kendrick's bout to lose anyways. And I don't think anyone ever thought Kendrick was going to lose.
I don't think there's a loser in this situation right now. I think we're getting good bars. Nobody's saying anything that we don't already know.
I mean, you could have had a loser. Kendrick could have been a loser, but the position he played it, to me, I think he beat him on technical. It's a smart. I don't see a defense for this.
Yeah. We got to see if he comes back with anything.
He could come back with it. He could make a hit and make us forget about it.
Yeah,
but lyrically, there's no way he's gonna ever speak on the things that he spoke on. That I don't see how you're gonna make a defense for that.
Yeah, how do you defend being a bad father?
Yeah,
how do you defend? And the part where he said when you sit next to Sexy Red, I see two bad bitches.
Yeah, which is shit like, it's funny. These are something. It just he knows how to split the room. And like I said, black folks, a lot of crab ass black folks, and all the crab complaints. He brought them all in front and stage, and all like they say on Twitter. What do we already have this conversation? We already have this conversation points. He brought them all out.
Back up.
Brought them all out for kids. You're like, well, you already have these conversations, and now is Drake to hear him.
Yeah, are we ready to talk about the painting nails, the duck lips with the girlies,
all that? All that shit. So it's one of those. Are we just gonna keep? You know what I'm saying? Are we just sometimes when you're winning, you just steamroll by winning. You just keep acting like it don't happen. I don't know. Like I said, that's why sometimes.
So with all these positives you're talking about, all these things that he hit Drake with during Euphoria, why are you saying Euphoria is not a good track?
That's I mean, it wasn't a good track. It's just it's brilliant. It's smart. It don't make it as a good. To me, I thought it was slow beginning. When it got to the part that it sped up, and felt like, oh, this shit's dope. It's not bad. But it's not hitting to me like it wasn't like with the tailor-made freestyle to me.
That's why I like Kendrick so much, because some of my favorite songs from Kendrick are the songs where it's just slow tempoed. You just have to you just roll up a blunt, light that bitch up, and just marinate, chill. Actually have to think about some things.
But Kendrick's one does feel more produced, though. It does feel like more of a track.
Like an actual track.
Yeah. Even when he's doing the afflictions, I hate everything about you, nigga. I hate your nose. That's just fucking hilarious. Like, you really feel like he's in it. It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you know these twos, the first time a lot of the world was even introduced to to Kendrick was through Drake. Drake put him on his album. I don't know if people remember that.
I don't remember what track was it. First time I heard Kendrick was Swimming Pools, and then I had to go back and check everything else out.
Remember when he was like on the Take Care album, the My Canadian, when he was out, he had the interlude. Remember he had and then Drake came on there and Kendrick came on there and had a verse on there.
Okay, I don't remember that, but I do remember. I don't remember his verse, but I think I do remember what track you're talking about.
I don't remember none of that shit.
Yeah, so
because I was just talking to somebody about Drake not having any classics.
What?
Any for sure classics. Because
Take Care is a for sure classic.
Which one is for Take Care? That's the one where he's like in a black shirt. That's one Marvin's Room on that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean that's guaranteed. Now, if you want to talk about So Far Gone or Views, a lot of his projects, people went back after the fact, saying, "Hold on, we slept on this one."
God's Plan.
People are now saying Views is a classic. Yeah, and that's part of that.
I don't know about Views,
and I think God's Plan was on Views.
No, I don't think about Views. Is the one? No, that's the one with the cover with the tower, right?
Yeah, Views from the Six.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Albums. Listen.
When I say classic, it's like right now we're debating. Like if I say Get Rich or Die Trying, there's no debate. Classic.
Yeah, but also back then, there's different ways you can make a classic. You can make a little quick 12-piece, that would bangers, you're out of there. When you're doing songs and it's super long and then half the album's singing, half the album's rapping, it's hard for you to consider it a classic when you was also the first to do it.
Yeah, I actually love that album.
Who was the first to do it?
I'm talking about like Drake giving us halfway albums where it's almost like
That's
24 tracks.
Drake's not the first to do it.
Mainstream. I'm just giving you like mainstream, like almost like
Zero is the first one to do it.
Yeah, but niggas don't know about these underground niggas you talking about, man.
This nigga said Zero.
You know, you're right, but we don't give a damn. Ain't nobody give a damn about them little niggas. That's how I go.
I was thinking, where's Big Crit at in all this?
Yeah, but that's what makes Drake dope, though, is a lot of those niggas you talking about, that Zero, a lot of them Houston niggas, you hear their sound on the mainstream. He was using their sound on a mainstream level. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of Houston feelings and stuff like that.
Drake's a damn chameleon.
He is.
That nigga go anywhere.
That nigga's a crook.
He's not a crook. That nigga knows how to. That nigga, he hustles music.
Yeah, that's what Kendrick did say. He was a scam artist.
No, man.
He said he makes music to pacify you, while Kendrick makes music to electrify you.
It's a smart way of tricking people. It's a smart.
Listen, don't forget, we can't be talking all this slander about Drake like this.
Why?
He's Jewish.
Which one overpowers? Which is the Jew over the black, or is the black over the Jew?
What are you talking about?
Is he a black man or is he a Jewish man? Because you can't.
Well, that's what Kendrick is trying to ask. You know, that's what Kendrick is trying to ask. But if clearly, you know what I'm saying, he's you can't be both. You can clearly be both. You're Jewish. He was black. His dad's black. He was brought up. His mom, when they split when he was 5 years old, he was brought up Jewish, went to Jewish school and all that. So he was brought up. He has the Jewish experience. But you could be black and not have the black experience. So that's what people are trying to say. Are black guys only black niggas when they grew up in the hood? What about black? There's black. What is
the black experience?
Well, I'm just talking about the typical black American black experience. But I'm just saying. But there's all sorts of blacks from all over the world. Who grow up army bases. There's blacks that grew up in rural America that sound just as country and shit like that. So because he didn't have the American black experience, is he not black anymore? Even though we see his dad's black and everything.
I still don't understand what is the typical. Can you describe to me what is a typical black American experience?
I'm just talking about.
Is that like not have? Is that being like one father, or no father?
Not even typical. It could just be just to say. If I want to cover the most swath, it could just be father or no father. But it just say hip hop, very hip hop based, very sports based. You know what I'm saying? Just think of those things like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are our heroes. Either hip hop or music. And inner city, just cool culture. That's typical black American black experience. Immigrants could come in there and they'll get little bits of that. or they'll rub into that. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna cover the most black experience. You know what I'm saying, doing that. Give an example.
Yeah,
so he may not have that.
I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talking about right now, bro.
I was just trying to figure out what Nate meant when he said the black experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
That nigga can't explain that shit.
But you know what I mean. It's the same way people try to say Obama.
I know what you mean.
Listen, some people say Obama isn't black because his dad was in Kenya, didn't raise him. He was raised over there in Australia or Hawaii with those white folks. Is that and the third? Do you need to be raised with black folks to be black? Am I black by proxy?
I feel like
not black regardless. I
feel like if you're black, I don't know. I can't speak for every black person, but I feel like if you're black, you're gonna feel being black, no matter where you're at. No matter even if you're around a bunch of white people, you're gonna feel being black because they're gonna treat you different. But even though you're around a bunch of white people, you're not gonna have the same experience that we had because we're around a bunch of black people.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that doesn't make you not black, right? That's what I'm saying. So it's the same thing.
I think it's the way that you get treated that's your black experience. You don't have to be around a certain demographic of people to have this black experience you're talking about.
Here's what I mean. For example,
you have to be in a certain zip code to have that black experience.
Yeah, you do. Because when they say the black experience, most black experience is a negative experience. That's when I say black experience. That's why by default, black folks can automatically trauma bond.
So this is what I mean.
Of a negative thing that we all can relate to. But there's black folks that don't have that trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they don't really have the typical black experience? We're saying
they don't have the typical like Carlton and his cousin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
they don't have the typical black experience compared to someone like Chris from Everybody Hates Chris, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
right.
But there are plenty of Carltons out there too. You know what I'm saying? But you see regular black folks who say that suburban ones aren't black, but that's just another variation of black. That's what I'm saying. So now imagine even further removed from that, a black person raised in Russia or a black raised in the army base. Are they not black? They're still black just because they don't have the typical thing. That's what I'm just saying. So that's what it is. Other black folks tend to always try to call out other black folks. We like to pull the same shit. We like to pull black people's black card because they didn't have the same lived experience. When it's stupid. It's no different than white folks just making shit up on race.
They black, capital B, black.
Yeah.
You're lowercase b.
Yeah, when there's no such
insulting.
thing.
There was a white man, I'm not even gonna say because whatever, but there was a white dude that told a black dude that I know. He said, "Oh, you ain't real." When the black dude told the white dude that he ain't never seen Players Club, he said, "What? You ain't real black. You gonna have to give me your black card." I said, "Wow, white man taking black cards now, huh?"
That's thorough. Yeah,
that's crazy.
White man taking black
I said,
cards,
just wait till he finds out that you never seen Boys in the Hood. He said, "You ain't never seen Boys in the Hood."
Yeah, come back and
Wow.
Yeah. So there's it's a thing that. So even though Kendrick is walking a tight line, like I said, he's walking a tight rope because, like I said, you've already got think pieces already. People talking about, oh yeah, I didn't realize he was out here cosplaying. I didn't realize he was dating a Manalo chick like that. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people he's standing up for, they're the most boisterous. They're also the most, the most grandstanding. So you got to be careful because they'll flip on him quick too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when there's a beef and you start sending shots at people that are not involved in the beef, you're not really. Is it really a shot?
No, I mean it's Drake too. Drake out here
get hit with strays all the time
on the low and shit like that. Yeah, people catch strays all the time.
I feel like people are talking about Kendrick's wife now, and he's like, who cares?
That's a casualty of war.
Exactly, because what he said is still already in people's minds about Drake, and they're not going to forget what he said, no matter whether they find out that his wife is whatever she is. And I'm pretty sure she's not white, or is she white?
She's half white.
Okay, yeah. I think they said she's like the same thing as Drake. Like Drake,
Drake
white mom, black dad.
And daddy missing. And dad was gone. Yeah. Crazy.
Daddy missing.
Listen, my takeaway from this thing is the fact that let's not act like we ever really thought that Kendrick. Some people feel like the beef isn't over. Some people feel like it's not, this one wasn't that big of a deal. To me, I feel it's over because I don't see what Drake could say to respond to this. So to me, I'm saying he won on that too. Some people are like, I'm not taking this. I was like, I was like, yeah, you don't have to take it, but what the fuck could he say that's gonna these points that y'all mad at? Yeah, he mentioned all these other points, but what response is he gonna take outside that? Well, Drake's a hit maker, so
you think Drake lost this battle?
I don't see no answer to that verse. That's to
Euphoria.
So he lost the battle.
I feel like
if someone can't respond,
he won the first two.
If someone can't respond after a diss track,
and you have the diss track, but it happens. That don't mean sometimes people don't look at it. You won the battle. People like it's almost like the battle fizzled out.
Okay, so listen. So that reminds me of the Chris Brown Quavo.
I feel like to me, I feel like he won. It might have been even. Remember on the Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly had to get a fire ass response to Eminem. By the time you respond, it was almost like it don't matter if Em responds to much. It's almost like you almost feel like that person won already.
So Quavo dropped his diss track against Chris Brown after Chris Brown released his
straight trash.
And then which one? Quavo's?
Quavo.
Oh, I like Quavo's.
I like both of them.
I like both of them. Chris Brown, when it comes
hard.
Yeah, when it comes to actual dissing,
pause.
When it comes to dissing, though, that track, you can feel the tension. Like you can tell the dude Chris Brown don't like this dude Quavo. That's real beef.
Chris Brown shit was beef. Quavo shit was a hit.
Yeah,
Quavo can't stop myself from making.
Yeah, as soon as Takeoff came up on that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Takeoff is on the track.
He's on the hook.
Yeah, this nigga can't stop himself from making hits. You know
calling Chris Brown all types of pussies.
Yeah, so to me, I was like, y'all,
really?
Even though you wrote them,
you think it was AI or you think
no? This is a
songs they have, but I don't think this is Chris Brown though.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. He's probably saving that in the chamber.
Well, did he actually say the name Chris Brown though?
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say the name Chris Brown.
Yeah, I was just saying.
He's just saying like he's like in general like niggas being pussies and shit, and then he's talking about Chris Brown. He mentioned a lot of people say it's just Google raps, but I'm like, what else is there to say? Like, I'm not gonna do research on the days of research. It's over. It's over. Niggas not doing research. Niggas is not going on missions to go smash your baby mom just so they can rap about it. They're just gonna go on the internet, Google some shit about you, and then talk shit about you.
That's it.
Google raps, and that's what they call it. But it is what it is. Dude dropped a fire track. He had shit to say about you. He said it. He said you a cokehead. He said we watching the fall. You were great, but we're watching the fall of a great one, whatever.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I like the track. I definitely like Quavo's track over Chris Brown's track.
Look, Chris Brown said I'm drifting red.
What that mean? Because he's blood?
Blood shit, bro. Pyru type shit.
Pyru shit.
Pyru type shit, nigga.
Suwoo type shit. That shit. But Chris Brown can't help himself, man. This guy's a beast.
He talked about Chris Brown beating Rihanna. He talked about Chris Brown trying to beat up Tiana Taylor, and Chris Brown, and then Usher wouldn't let him do it. He talked about Frank Ocean beating him up at some type of club.
Yeah.
He had a lot to say. A lot of it we already knew, but he delivered it nice.
Yeah, but Chris Brown pointed that out before on the first track about the beating up women shit.
Rihanna thing.
Yeah, because he included that and then was like, nigga, we saw you on camera.
Yeah, both y'all niggas women beaters.
But he's not though. This mess up. He trying to throw that jacket on Quavo. Quavo was trying to run away. The girl's trying to take his stuff. He was trying to take his stuff back. The girl's trying to hit him. That we've seen that on footage.
Well, Chris Brown's just adding a little sauce to it. That's all.
We didn't see nothing from Chris Brown.
We saw the evidence.
We saw the evidence though.
We saw the.
But we know that the fact that she started him first though. But no one gives a damn. They're like,
it's been almost 15 years. Rihanna still hasn't said nothing about it, bro.
Man, what you want her to say?
She gave that nigga herpes.
And she was the first.
She gave.
Is this factual right now?
She gave that nigga herpes.
That's why he hit her.
Find out the real story behind that fight.
You don't know.
That's what it was. I don't know if it was herpes. It was something like she gave him something. And
she gave him an STD, bro. Herpes.
And then he hit her. So what do you do in that situation like that when somebody gives you herpes? Is that does that give you license to beat him, to hit him?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, just asking. Just asking.
He didn't say pause. No way. Please put for the record these views and expressions are Judos and Judos alone.
Just wanted to know.
I was like, yes, that's it. No friend.
A bitch give you herpes, bro?
You have your license to beat him?
You remember the T-Pain track with when he found out the girl gave him AIDS?
No, I remember you saying it back in the
on Epiphany. Yeah, on that album. That shit was crazy.
She gave him AIDS?
Yeah. And then at the end of the song, he's pretty much like, well, we're just gonna figure this out. And I'm like, figure this out? What is there to figure out?
I mean, if y'all both got it, y'all might as well just stay together at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is what to figure it out.
That's disgusting.
I
don't want to say it's disgusting, but
he locked in.
It's like for you to have AIDS, that means you probably stepped out on me for you to go get the AIDS because I don't have AIDS. So for you to get it, you got it from somebody else. So now I have to accept your cheating and lock in with you because I can't go nowhere else because now I have AIDS.
Yeah, because you're dying, we're dying, we'll die together.
You got to tell her, go find that nigga.
Because he got it too, right?
Because he got it too.
And I got to go. So now I got to go find another girl with AIDS so I can lock it in with her. I wonder if there's an AIDS like a Tinder for AIDS.
They are shit like that.
Damn, bro. I was just thinking, but we could have came up. Somebody already thought about it.
That's a HIPAA violation.
Tinder for AIDS. That's a lot of but it's not that. It's not you're mixing with because people without AIDS is not going to this website. Nobody's looking for AIDS if you ain't got it.
Hey, you don't know. People are sick.
That's an AIDS fetish.
You know how many people would be outed?
Some people are like, people are like they want to church. Some people are like as long as they use the Jimmy, I guess, or they probably think maybe they searching different waters.
Really, AIDS is really like AIDS used to be a big thing, but niggas don't even talk about AIDS no more. Like that's just not even a real thing no more.
It's not as deadly as it was when Eazy-E and them died.
Yeah, you could live a whole life with AIDS.
Now you could just take a pill and you're good. Magic Johnson tested negative for AIDS.
That's crazy.
And that's the most famous nigga we know with AIDS.
When I was just this weekend, I seen when I was in Atlanta, they talking about this like 15% raise in new HIV cases over there. Like, goddamn.
Magic Johnson's the only nigga I know with AIDS. I ain't never heard of a nigga with AIDS that had AIDS and survived, except for him.
He never had AIDS. He had
HIV?
HIV. He never turned to full-blown AIDS.
That shit the same shit to me.
Yeah, it's the same shit to me.
I don't think people would die from HIV.
What you die from?
Well, you don't die from AIDS either.
HIV.
They'll put like you gotta, because your immune system is broken down so much and you die, they'll say you got a cold and you died from the cold.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but he has to turn to that point. It will progress from one to the other. I think they catch at the HIV stage.
No, I don't want none of them stages.
Imagine you just know something deadly is growing in your body and you can't do nothing about it.
That's crazy.
That shit must be traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than a cancer or anything else.
Yeah, you can't take. You gotta go. Actually, you can't take it out. People do take it out, but then that should be wanting to grow back.
Yeah, you could do radiology.
That's why religious people. I have when I now that we zoomed in, I'm gonna deep dive right there. I say religious. Some people right here. Some of them they are actually fear death. I think I said this on the pod.
What you mean fear death? That doesn't. As a
they
human,
have no choice but to be religious because they fear death. The fact that that being the end, they fear that much. They have no choice but to make it seem like there's something next after that. They're not okay with this being it.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Even to some extent, I was like, I remember I joked with some friends. I was like, man, it's gonna get to the day one day where we're just gonna be able to upload our consciousness, or death is not even an option. Like, we're gonna die maybe from not natural causes, but actual, exterior things. But at some point, we're gonna be able to heal all medicine. We're gonna be able to live forever. You're like, no, man, hell no. Who the hell would want that? And I'm like, why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, your consciousness to live forever. Like your body.
And even your consciousness, when people say, do you want to live forever? Somebody's like, nah, I don't want to. Why don't you want to live forever? People want to say the only reason you don't want to live forever because you think everyone else around you is going to die. But if no one else is going to die and you're going to be these people, why would I need to leave here for the great unknown when I could be the for sure thing here?
Yeah, if I could stay here and then not age the way, like I don't want to be looking like a White Walker.
Yeah,
when I'm 300 years old.
If you can live forever.
Yeah, I guess.
Why would I leave here for?
I guess, but the fact is, we know that people are going to be leaving one by one, and I don't want to be here with all these.
No one wants to be here without nobody, but
no new friends.
But exactly, but even the concept of heaven is known as a new friends thing, because if your peers aren't saved or your kids aren't saved, they're not going to make it, and that in itself is an argument. I was like, is it really heaven if I'm there with a bunch of new people?
Yeah. Is heaven really good if my friends ain't there?
Yeah, it ain't
I don't care how many people that nigga killed.
Yeah.
That's
what if my heaven is. Pause. My heaven involves my nigga Keith Vaughn on my side. Can I get that? I'll be there like, this heaven look a little fugazi. My niggas ain't here. The niggas ain't. Where the real niggas at, guy?
This VIP section looking kind of weak.
This shit kind of light. What a real nigga. So it's still, you're saying, it's still some aspects of that. People don't think that.
Who's to say heaven is supposed to be good for you anyway? Who's to say it's a good or a bad thing? Who's to say it's not just it's just another space, another place? Some people say it's like the place where you were at before you were born. Like inside of your mom's womb is a whole different universe.
So you're telling me inside of a testicle
is a whole different universe.
Transferring from different universes. Yeah,
transferring from the testicle universe to the womb universe, whole different universe. And then when you die, you go back to one of those universes. Either back into the womb, you're back into a womb again, and someone else's subconscious.
You start in the man, in the testicles.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, in the testicle, you might not be a soul in the testicle. Maybe you're not a soul until you're actually in the womb.
The egg doesn't move, right? The stuff from the man has to literally think about guiding its way through and finding.
Once it hits that egg and penetrates, starts fertilizing, that's when soul is born into that world.
That doesn't make any sense though.
And then when you die, you go back into.
Here's what doesn't make any sense. Because you're only you because you're part of your mom, you're part of your dad.
Yeah, when you die, your conscience is not going to be the same conscience. I've been here millions of times, hundreds of times, probably hundreds, thousands, who knows? But I don't remember any of those past lives because the reset.
I would like to think there's a glitch somehow. Some people
access
their past lives,
and some people
those
can.
Motherfuckers could be rich.
You ever see
like the rich people?
You ever see young kids? You ever see young kids and you're like, man, this kid been here before.
So
they act like we're grown-ups.
Rich people come from a glitch, Nate.
Some, I wouldn't be surprised if some are. Some people play this game too easy. A nigga like Elon, niggas like that. This guy is rich on like 4 different categories, bro.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I think even if there is a glitch, I think you probably, because like I said, there's like kids, you see him and you're like, man, this kid seems like he's been here before. He's just wise beyond his years.
But there's glitches in humans all the time. Why wouldn't you think there'd be a glitch in souls? You have kids that are born that are what are they called? When they're super smart, when they're
geniuses.
Yeah, like geniuses. And then you have kids that are like Asperger's that can't function. They don't have social skills, but they're super geniuses. They can remember dates. perfection. There's people like that. You got people that get into car accidents. They wake up and speak a whole different language that they never spoke before. So it's, to me, the human mind is already like a computer.
That's bullshit.
This is
okay. Let's say
look at this. This is a fucking fact.
Okay,
motherfuckers will get hit by a truck, wake up and now speak French and never spoke French before, and a different dialect and actually speak it.
Let's say Elon was one of these people that he went through a glitch. I didn't say he was.
I'm saying there's all sorts of. We'll say, but go ahead. Yeah.
But he was one of these people that went through a glitch, came back. Who's to say that just because you're the soul that glitched, that you're just gonna remember? It's gonna make you smart enough to become a millionaire.
It ain't that it's gonna make you smart enough, but if you've seen it all before, you might have.
When did you see it before? In which past did you see it before?
It could be any past. It could just be the one before. The second. Anybody has a chance at a second shot. Has a chance at winning shit.
So I go back and find any old regular schmo bring him back that nigga bring him back to life from 300 years ago and give him another chance today. He's gonna be a billionaire.
I'm just saying, not from his 300 years ago. If he's been here all 300 years, all the time, he died yesterday, and you brought him back again today as a new Sam. He might be hip to some games. He might.
Bro. Imagine you being alive for 160 years.
Now,
you gonna figure that shit out by then, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You tell me the shit you know now. If you ran it back again at 12, we put you back in kindergarten, you ran back in, you would be straight A's.
You're talking about, say, somebody who was raised in the 1820s. What did he experience in his lifetime that would help him today in the 2024s become a millionaire?
What I'm saying is it's all reciprocal. It's just the stuff is new, but we're all humans doing the same shit over and over again. It's always a small group of people that control the larger group of people. It's always been like that. It's always like that. So how do those small group, how they always that small, how they always that genius, how they always work it out? It's just whatever it is, whatever technique, whatever trick it is, whatever wool they're pulling over the masses over the time, whatever, be it religion, church, all that shit, whatever it is, you be the person that do it that time. I could break out a fire in a religion out here.
What would be your religion?
I'm just saying, if I had to think of something, imagine, but you just have to, you got whatever it is. If you see it play before, you could break out just like people have cult followings and shit like that. It just, whatever it is.
All you really got to do is perform some miracles. You can always trick some people into thinking that you performed a miracle. And eventually, enough people see it and believe it. Boom, Messiah.
Then you order them shits on TV.
Like them people, like them priests you be seeing that be making people pass out.
Yeah,
touch them on their forehead. I'm like, come
bullshit.
On. Yeah.
See, I've been to those things.
Who's to say that's not what Jesus?
When you're there, that shit seems so fucking real. That shit is so fucking real.
You seen that? You seen that at a Haitian church, right?
The Haitian church. The guy. Well, they used to bring the African pastor around. He got so popular, made so much money. He stuck around. He's still doing it in Palm Beach to this day. But
that's crazy. Them motherfuckers are getting scammed.
Listen,
the scam is so good that you're trying to convince me that it's real.
That's what I'm telling you. That's how good.
Hey, he's one of them wrestling adult fans.
No, listen. You know what
That's
it is?
why that nigga loved that performance.
He watched WWE. He's like, man, I'm telling you, that shit might be real, car.
The Rock did that elbow. I'm telling that nigga. That nigga had to die that day. I had a homeboy I work with. He swear on the wire that the part when Marlo's man stopped out the Buddy's dad for being a predator. He's like, bro, that nigga actually killed him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit was too real. I'm like, ain't no way they're gonna record killing, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
I'm telling you,
bro. That shit was real, dog. That shit was real. What's going on here? You would not believe what some of the American education system has done to some people. And I've worked with some black folks that are thrown, bro. I work on a black guy that said, bro, niggas, we strong enough, but man, white man smart, bro. No.
That's crazy.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Right now?
I love He really thought like he just wasn't PC. Like, I know we like to say shit, we like racism and shit, like we can't say shit, but listen, niggas will like to work together. But he's like, listen, and like, we strong. He type, but and he was like different people. He was like Chinese people are smart, like, but white man, crack no, white man, that nigga, he's smart. So he did.
Like Ruckus,
like Ruckus. I could not believe it.
That the people like this actually exist.
I worked on the same job site. I worked with another guy that told me that there's more black people in America than there are white people. The white people just trying to trick us. And he believes it's like, bro, I've been in places where I'm the only black guy multiple times. I've never been in places. Like, bro, trust me.
Where are all these black people hiding at? How are they spreading this apart like this?
He believed it.
That's just crazy.
With his heart. He believed it. And it just goes to show you that, the different black experiences, different people that have it to a different level, but wherever they live in that, he actually believes it. Like,
niggas is dumb. That's all. That's crazy. How you believe something like that?
Now imagine in 6 years, we found a whole new state with niggas.
Here's the thing, though. Let's put our conspiracy hat on. Let's put our conspiracy hat on. What if there was more niggas here this whole fucking time?
Where they at?
And that's where that is. Because a big part of them. Here's the thing on top of it. Majority of America is not used. What if all that middle of nowhere in America?
Nah, them niggas would have found us. Nah, bro, them niggas would have found us. Ain't no way they stayed out in the woods. Once they find out that we got shit like Popeyes, KFC, we got spinners, they coming out. They ain't no way they hiding in the woods.
Let me put on my conspiracy hat. I be listening to conspiracy a little bit more and more now. Sometimes they be right. You know what I'm saying? I saw Alex Jones did one the other day that really fucked my head up. I was like, damn, this shit is fucking true. I didn't even think about it like that. He was like, sometimes when countries want to raise taxes, when they can't do it, allies will go to war with each other. So it's like, I got to raise taxes. My people ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to say, hey, Swerve, we need to go to war. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to do some fuck shit so I can do some fuck shit. So now I got to constrict, got to cause a draft. I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that. The whole time I'm thinking I know we do fake wars or proxy wars so we could, get into that military budget, but I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, so half the time, especially after COVID, niggas don't want to go back to work. We talking shit about globalism. And now we're just now facing World War III. It makes sense that every now and then you need a big world war because you got to tax the people. It keeps the most group of people in control after a while. I mean, going back to work or falling back into the system because people in America almost like after COVID, they're almost like, yeah, we ain't with that work shit. We want to work from home. They want to work. They're like, oh, we got something for you.
Yeah, they're gonna find a way to get that money out. Yeah.
We gonna find some way. But like the system was not meant for you to just be inside the house. Okay, we ain't designed it for that.
Yeah, y'all don't want to work. Boom, war.
So out the fucking blue now. Over here, Israel's creating a massacre. The UK thinks so. They ain't going. China shit. I like. America's looking very saucy right now. Like, is this by accident or is this on purpose? And like maybe people don't want to pay taxes. They trying to. I don't know. Shit's crazy.
Nigga, that nigga send billions and billions and billions every month to Ukraine.
If it's just a money grab, right? If these guys are just laundering money or just taking money, if that's just the play. As an American, how we just sit here and watch this, though? It's through. Like, as
an American, I've always wondered, like, why is it that people be like with these conspiracy theories, but then thinking like, what really could we do? Overthrow the government?
Yeah, you can overthrow the government. That's an option.
We ain't overthrowing shit.
You maybe not.
It ain't enough. Ain't enough people.
All anything is just what people. It's like the Trick Daddy said. All I need is 3 good men with big guns. We can ride that, and really, that's all it is. All it is your convictions and people that believe with you, just as much as they're willing to ride for it. And before you know it, you'd be surprised the power of people. That's why they don't want people being influential.
Yeah, but
because a person that's too influential, a nigga like fucking Kanye could go from getting millions of people to buying bullshit shoe socks and random shit. You don't want a guy like that jumping off script, undermining your government too much. You got like Andrew Tate that out the blue.
Speaking of like TikTok shit or stuff like that, nigga, TikTok is about to be banned
in America.
Yes.
Good thing I don't really use TikTok's about to be banned.
Yeah. Then
under Biden's,
that's a good thing.
Under Biden's America, they're banning TikTok, bro.
You would think that's a good thing, right? Isn't that a positive? Because they say TikTok's been spying on Americans and rottening our youth's minds for the last however many years.
This is all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Meanwhile, they don't let their kids go through the same parameters that our kids go through.
They don't though.
Like their shit is like science and math at past a certain time.
Yeah, but that's China. Though. It's not. No, that's not. China in general is like that though.
Yeah, but I'm saying their app, the way the freedom that we have on our app, their TikTok isn't the same.
All right, yeah.
That's
more filtered, more censored.
That's how it is with most of the stuff. They don't have the Facebook in China. They have their own version of Facebook. They have their own version of YouTube. It all has to go through the Chinese state. First, they're not allowing their people to have, freedom of thought, freedom of information. When you got to run 1 billion people, you can't run it all loosey-goosey like you got it when you're running 300 million people. You know what I'm saying? And we be mad, but every country has their own system.
But our shit's loosey-goosey, though.
Yeah, our shit's loosey-goosey. I got to run 1 billion people. I got to run this shit tight. Shit could jump bad quick with 1 billion people, dog. You know what I'm saying? I got to suppress a couple motherfuckers. Let me control what you see first. I'll let you know if it's good. Then I'll give it to you.
But that's
all. That's all the government is. He said that's all the government trying to do. Is that you just try to keep the stove off before shit jump bad.
So is this the TikTok ban? Is that our version of trying to tighten things up a little bit?
Yeah, it is. We can't compete. For the first time, we have the fastest growing social media platform being a foreign country. And influence, like I said, influence plays a big role. So why we want a different country that has influence over our people, and they're not even using it on their own kids the same way. They're making our people dumber, shorter attention span. It's allowing anyone to blow up because there's no restrictions. See, all these websites, when you first go on there, when you post something, everyone can see it. As the website gets more and more popular, they start making your reach shorter and shorter. They're forcing you to be on there longer and longer. Bunch of bullshit. But when the website's new, like TikTok, it's like all gas. Anything goes. You post it, it's going to everyone. So everything's going viral. Everything has reach. Everything's refreshing. You got to go viral on there. You got to see shit that's viral. It's just enormous reach. They ain't put none of the plugs on there, and kids love it. Everyone loves it, but America can't control it. Kids are using it, and they don't like the fact that majority of the kids are on there pro-Palestine, which is kids are always going to be on the side of the oppressed because kids aren't evil yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to imagine who's the most powerful group in the world, and they're not being seen in a bad light. They're not being seen in a bad light by a majority of the world, and we don't control it. Well, we got to say, hey, this shit is not right. This shit got to go.
You guys speak against the Jewish people, bro.
They're speaking against the Jewish people, and thus you got to go. Who else controls media in the United States and everything else? And that's the one platform they don't control and don't run. You either got to sell it, and this, that, or third. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to sound anti-Semitic. That's just every country's going to do what's to their own benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's going to suck to see TikTok go, but, it'll be something else coming down the pipe.
You know what else needs to go, bro? Amanda fucking Seals.
Amanda Seals.
I know
years ago on this pod.
What that what?
I've been telling you Amanda Seals is bullshit.
I know how y'all red pill niggas are. So I already knew
years ago.
I already know how red pill niggas feel about Amanda Seals.
I love Amanda Seals. She's smart, but too smart for her own good.
Bro,
that sounds very misogynistic. Did
you guys see her interview with Shannon Sharp?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that lady is fucking annoying.
She definitely is annoying. That's what
I'm saying. Too smart for her own good, and she's smart though. That's what
she is.
She's very fucking
not
smart.
Everything you say about her,
she's just confident.
Yeah.
It's both. Because here's the thing. I understand you saying she's confident, but this girl can sing, act, dance. She's a poet.
Talented.
She's very fucking talented. So as confident she is, she deservingly so. and she knows her history, pro-black. She's all these things, but she cannot turn that shit off.
Yeah, she's oblivious. She's oblivious to the fact that she is not a likable person, and it's crazy to her because during the interview she's saying, "How could you not like me?" She thinks she's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
How could you not like me?
And I saw it years ago. Like I remember when it went viral when she had to check Caitlyn Jenner back then, Bruce Jenner, on black rights and all that stuff, which is perfect sense because she knows all about stuff. But I didn't see Amanda types plenty of time though. The black, the college educated, super smart. They done soaked up all the public education. They done soaked up all the education. They done soaked up all the Western education, and that's the standard now. Now everything that comes to Western lens, that's how they see it. Anything that's going wrong, this shit needs help. This shit needs healing. This shit needs therapy. Everything that you could think of the cosm that you're seeing that's Black Twitter, that's Amanda Seales.
She's a professional victim, bro.
Yeah, Black Twitter, same shit. You see, go online, the motherfuckers always find shit to be offended about, or they gotta fix some shit, or fight for other shit's rights, or feel what's them. It's always some shit, always. And then they don't want to hear opposing views, all that shit. And
they understand it's okay if they have an opposing view, but if you have an opposing view against them, they don't understand why you have that opposing view.
They don't even want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. You're not allowed to trump their reality, their version of it. You know what I'm saying? Even when people are still asking her about shit on Shannon, she was like, "Well, no, Shannon Sharp tried to change her version because he said Shannon Sharp when they had the question about the kids being racist, and Shannon's like, well, he don't think the kids could be racist. These are children." You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "Oh no, you're minimizing my lived experience." You're like, "No, he's just giving you a different point of view." See, these people are so used to speaking. People only so used to people speaking to people that agree with them only that they just think they're supposed to go off. When anybody even have an opposing view or giving them, hey, just think for a second, could this be a possibility? They don't even want to hear it, though. And that's the issue. They be in the echo chamber.
I understand that part, but just imagine. I'm trying to understand where she's coming from. Just imagine, say a woman says she got raped or something, right? And then you say, is it possibility that you weren't raped and maybe you were just a little
that's very
drunk?
Insulting. Yeah,
it is insulting. So
but you could be like, yeah, that's insulting and what's name. But everything that you have, you could be like, is it possible? Like, no, that's not the possibility. You be like, maybe that's not how I saw it.
How many times is nigga gonna be like, you like, nigga, you be like. God damn.
I'm fumbling some of my words, but in general, you get what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Amanda Seales is a bit too much. She's a bad, you know what I'm saying? I remember years ago when
she the one that got Russell out this bitch.
She got Russell out this bitch. She did
Russell who? Simmons,
bro. She was the one that accused him of sexual harassment or some bullshit.
Oh,
that's
why he went. That's why he ran to
Saudi Arabia. No. It wasn't that she was accusing. She was like years ago when I was in a meeting. Some guy.
Yeah, he asked.
Did we fuck before?
Did we fuck before?
When the block got hot with him, she was like, "Remember when I tell you years ago I was executive? Well, that was Russell." When the pylon came, she did part of the pylon. So she knows she's part of the system. They
didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing with her. It's just she doesn't like the fact that he asked the question.
Yes, bro.
Here's where Amanda Seales fell off, and where some people will never forgive her. She dated a black guy, and when they didn't work out, some girl tried lying on him about some sexual assault type bullshit or whatever, and it never happened. But when the pylon came, she was like, "Oh yeah, when he was with me, all I know is he was very controlling." And this girl said that she also had the same experience of almost like innuendo, like he also roughs women up, and it turned out not to be true. And the other girl said not to be true. She ended up having to apologize. This guy was like a black doctor or some shit like that. He's still on. It's still a thing, and it still came like her being her, never taking accountability type shit. So she really tried to Me Too a brother out of here on some. You know what I'm saying? But
she was lying. She never really.
Yeah, it was that he just was broken up and we went our separate ways type shit. It was, you ain't gotta throw no extra sauce on it. Now that it's hot.
Being spiteful.
Being spiteful and shit like that. And I remember when Charlamagne and her were friends, and she was like, "Oh, that," and he hit her with, "That's why you ain't got no man." And he said she called back crying. Years later, we found that it was her. We thought it was
that
his sister,
Amanda Seales.
It was Amanda Seales the whole time.
The one that started crying was what's her name?
The one on the show, Taylor.
No. Fuck, I can't remember. It was Tia Mari. Wasn't it Tia Mari?
No, but I know what I'm talking about. This is his friend.
No, Angela Rye.
No, not Angela Rye. Angela
he
Rye
made Angela Rye cry.
On the show?
Yeah. He told her she was going to never find a man.
I thought it was Amanda Seales. No, I thought it was Angela Rye. No, I'm saying I thought it was Angela Rye. But then years later, you find out it was Amanda Seales. At the time, that's what she was when remember she was in a healthy relationship at the time. But as we can see, it's all the same shit. It don't matter. Charlamagne likes to fill himself up with these bird type, saying these girls that walk him into wokeism and the feminine shit. Energy and all that bullshit. And as you can see, that shit never holds up. That shit's always funny in the light. Just a bunch of pandering, patting motherfuckers in the back, and overtime, and then no accountability.
You want to hold people accountable, huh, Nate?
They don't want to hold themselves accountable is the issue. They always want to grandstand and take over everybody else down and make motherfuckers hold accountable for old shit. She was part of the pylon that they almost got Nas out of here. They're talking about for years. They were trying to relive. Remember when Khalees tried to bring on the old shit after years of being divorced, bringing up this shit with of talking about he used to hit her. And on those same clips, like, yeah, she used to hit, and she's like, yeah, but I did hit him first and all that. I'm like, oh, you don't say. You don't say. And Amanda Seales is one of the ones talking about she can't even listen to Nas music anymore ever since she heard the Khalees thing. She's always part of one of these. This shit's always one of these. Let me get some. Let me hop and throw my opinion on that. Dog. Let me add a little bit on that. Never, but it's never in the counter to what the culture thinks. It's always pandering, going along with the get along, or it's educated and I know more than everyone else. It's never let me learn. Let me learn this lesson. It's never it's my bad. See, Ebony K. Williams, she out here humbling herself now. Every few weeks she coming out selling another Kevin Samuels bar. You know what I'm saying? After being humbled. Life come at you fast.
She's about to do a whole 360 out here.
Man, these girls out here was talking independent, this, that, and the third. If you've been watching Breakfast Club long enough, 10 years ago, fast forward a couple years later, they talking about freezing their eggs. Fast forward a couple years later,
is crazy, bro.
It was like you watch the transition as they secure the bag and still go on the thing as they put career first to now saying, "Oh, maybe there's no one else out there to freezing their eggs." All
they got to get donor
sperm. They put themselves right into their position.
They got to get.
I'm all for women getting education and bettering themselves, but if you're trying to go for the traditional marriage, kids in the house, dog, all that stuff, going to school and turning yourself into a man is not the best route to help you get a man. I want to say
the best route to get you your bag. Exactly. Yeah. That's all. You're gonna always get the bag, but the two aren't the same. Yeah. Conflating the two and using that as a point, as a sell point to men, it don't do nothing for them.
A woman might care that I'm a Harvard graduate, but I don't care if you went to Harvard, PBCC.
Yeah.
If you got a degree, if you worked at McDonald's, if you making $100K or $20K. Well, 20K is crazy.
But see, too much pandering, too much pats in the back online got them really thinking that's how the real world thinks. And people that don't think like that, they're like, "Oh, you're just misogynistic. You're just out the loop. You just don't think like it. Don't matter what I'm just the way of the world. That's just what it is. And I know we don't get to make up what the standards are."
Let me ask y'all a question. I got a guy at my job. Yeah, that's why I took too long between the. Yeah, but there's this guy at my job who said there's a
that nigga just followed up that pause with something even more crazy.
Start that over. So there's this guy I know who said a statement that goes, he says when he watches sports, when he watches basketball, he does not want to hear women speaking about basketball. Another guy
There's
called
people that feel like that.
Another guy called him a knuckle dragger, and I was like, "Damn, cuz you can't just call him a knuckle dragger just because he said his opinion that he don't like to hear women speak when he's watching sports." He said that he feels like this is a man's space and that we don't need women to be. I don't need a woman's voice over these basketball players or over these football players.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So.
There's some gems in there. That's what Juno say. Hold on. He dropped some gems in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Juno said, "Let him cook." Juno said, "Let him cook." You might be honest.
No. So is the guy that got called the knuckle dragger? Is he black?
The guy who called, yeah, that's why we let it slide. Listen, the guy who called him a knuckle dragger was a black guy. This is two black guys. What's crazy about it, you're laughing now. When I told a white guy the same story, he looked at him like, what? He called him a what? I was like, yeah, it didn't seem that serious when another black guy calls a black guy knuckle dragger.
Oh, that's another
white people out here don't call no black man a knuckle dragger, please. That's crazy.
I was just about to tell someone else. I said, black folks got the privilege out here, boy. We got to go.
Yeah, I can call black guy monkey.
Yeah, like,
knuckle dragger, all that stuff. If white guy do it, be careful and get your ass fired.
We have a whole phrase in the community for that when they tell you to
privilege.
Like shut your monkey ass up.
Yeah, shut your monkey ass up. Yeah, you say that to let a white man say that to you at work. I'm going straight to HR. You're gonna be at the unemployment line today, buddy.
So, yeah, but it's one of those things. That's why Amanda feels it. It's one of the she reminds me a lot of PC culture versus the real world, and it's people that want the world high. They mean well. They want the world to be one way, and they want everyone to treat it that way. But that's not the real world.
Who's worse, Amanda Seals or Mark Lamont?
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Here's the same thing. Here's what I'm telling you. With the same thing. Here's what I'm saying. It's feminism, right? It's white women, and what they use black women, blacks and gay women, blacks and gays, general, black women and gays.
So you calling Lamont Hill gay?
Well, I'm just saying it's from the same. They use that to lift the voice of any liberal think piece, all that shit. And any guys that are cucks, soft beta males, generally fall from educated plants. That's what Mark Lamont's fraud. They're usually from that world. That's why he could sit there and Candace asks him what's a woman. And, he'll fumble on his word talking about anyone that identifies as a woman. She's like, no, this is not a woman. She could break him out the facts, but he can't, at the risk of sounding mean to motherfuckers playing imaginary, come around and saying it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a guy that went to school that has an education, this, that, and a third, rather just play make believe. And it's one of those things. Like these,
because that's what the left is doing, is playing make believe. So you got to play make believe along with them. You're supportive.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those. It's the same reason that out the blue words that were, they can just decide that words we grew up saying now are offensive. We grew up saying retarded. Now that it's got the R word, you can't even say retarded anymore. You know what I'm saying? We grew up saying faggot. Now you can't even say faggot. You're saying you could still say gay. There's certain stuff. It's like once society says it,
you can say faggot in London, can't you?
Because it means a different thing. But I'm talking about American candy. You can't say it like that.
You can say whatever you want to say. Y'all just said it like 3 times.
Listen, black folks can say whatever they want to say. That's what I'm saying. That's one of our privileges. We get to say what we want to say. We just now running it. Black folks are just now running against other stuff we can't say. We and it might be Jewish and gay. You might do that, and we might be shocked that we can't say. But everyone wants to write the full free speech. We might have the closest full free. We might have the platinum card of free speeches. Black folks.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah,
we have like
because we can say a lot of things that we can say to each other. Other people can't say it to us.
Yeah, and then gays probably have like the platinum, double, triple plaque one. They can say what the fuck they want. But blacks is like the nearest one, and we don't like to admit that. And when we use it, every time we like to use the card of other people, like we said, that's why That's why Kendrick's trying to take. Kendrick's really trying to get Drake to not say nigga anymore. trying to take the nigga card from him, dog. So we always try to use it against other people. If you go online, the black folks try to say that only black American blacks should be able to say nigga, not even niggas from the islands or anyone abroad. And like, it don't make any sense because as soon as they
they'll
go over, they call nigga.
And
they'll call them niggas. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah. They're like, but they should be the only one that's allowed to say it and like being like formal how we say it, because I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
They forget that it's a term of endearment now, but it's the negative connotation never went away.
My thing is, that's what happens with PC culture. It's just what it's just.
They'll call them the island niggas and tell them they not allowed to say niggas.
It's them that'll tell you stuff like, oh, they'll go online and talk about, oh, Cardi shouldn't be saying niggas since she's not black, or Fat Joe shouldn't be. They're like, y'all want it to be one way, but if you go to New York, go tell them motherfuckers. You're going to find a lot more motherfuckers than Cardi than just saying nigga in New York. You'll find a litany. You'll find white, black, every color you think of saying nigga in New York. Go over there and tell them what they can't say. I'm not going to argue with you. You go there. Go up there and tell them what you got to say. And then leave New York and go to Miami and tell them the white boys or the Chicos over there what they can't say. Every area have their own culture. You ain't going to tell them what people. This thing that we're going to be policing people's words. It is an insult.
That's just online police. Police that are in their bubble, and you could be in a bubble in Atlanta or something where Chicos in your area and white people in your area don't say it, but you're not going to go around the whole country policing every area saying that y'all can't say this.
But black folks, we really do go around the whole world. I mean, policing motherfuckers, policing white folks, man. We go around the whole nation. So you can't say that shit. And then white folks, for the most part, play ball.
Yeah, they know.
They play ball. They know.
They realize.
Just think what I make you do behind closed doors. Like, man, I've been biting my tongue for these niggas all damn day. Yeah. All damn day I've been biting for these niggas. Ain't no way I'm hiring one tomorrow. I'll be damned. If you're being oppressed of thought, that's, you know what I'm saying? There's oppression, but oppression of a thought, of an expression that you have that you can't have.
But why do they want that expression so bad?
Even if it's the fact that you can't use it, it's not even you don't want it so bad. It's the fact that it's something that you cannot have. And then you guys, it'd be one thing if you have it. We using it interchangeably. We using it in music.
That's just fun.
Like sauce.
They want to have fun too. They're like, them niggas having fun with that word. I want to have a little fun.
No, we always got to run. This ain't for you, bitch. This ain't for you.
It's a trade-off.
And we get country, and you tell them this, and we always got to run. This ain't for you, Greg. At the same time, tell them it's racist. Y'all be this is the last thing they're gonna give y'all is reparations, dog.
Because I be saying it all the time. Like me and the other black dudes at work, we be joking around, and we'll look at the white people like, "Hey, relax.
This ain't for you. This ain't for you." But see, that's why I like with the warehouse whites and all that shit. Because they have the racist jokes, they let more people.
Yeah, they got but they know their limit though. They know that there's a line.
If you go to enough redneck things, there ain't no line. We talk racist. No. We talk our feelings.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of racist shit.
We go to boys clubs. You go to boys, and we talk how we talk in this bitch. If you got to be thick skinned, that's as simple as that. And that's the real world.
There's like levels of race. Like you could be a white guy and you could joke about, like watermelon and grape soda. But when you start talking about monkeys and gorillas and shit, that's what I mean by crossing the line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I could take a friendly, oh yeah, you like fat white women. Yeah, that's just friendly joke racism.
Yeah. But then there's that space in PC culture that they act like they don't understand the nuance of it. They're offended by every bit of it. They don't want to hear. Like racism's fucking hilarious. When you think of motherfuckers have so much beef over such a thing that no one has any control over, the fact that to me, I find it funny to have pride as much as I find it funny as motherfuckers to have hate for skin. You know what I'm saying? To have pride of something you didn't do anything about is the weakest thing to me. It don't make any sense. It's a freebie. It's a layup. Of course you have no pride. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, we had this discussion before, and I asked you, hey, would you give up being black right now?
I wouldn't, because I live in it. It's not like
it's pride. It's pride. You're proud of it. You're proud of it.
What else am I supposed to say though?
Exactly, but listen, you're saying what else am I supposed to say? When you ask white people or Asian people what race would you like to be, they have an answer. They pick a lot of them pick white. You ask Asian people what race would they could be if they couldn't be something else. A lot of them say white.
Maybe
you ask black people, a lot of them say, "No, I can't even see myself being anything else."
But when you're at the bottom, you almost have no choice, dog.
But we are at the bottom, though. The Asians are not completely at the bottom, but they're
not at the bottom at all. That's what I'm saying. So that's of course they can't see it. They're right there.
Asians are on top.
Yeah, they're at the top. So we're at the actual bottom. In class, so we can't see it.
It's too far for us to see.
Yeah, I think it all goes in cycles, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because black folks also because it's the people at the bottom influence the most. So black folks influence the most culture as far as clothing and design and style. So because they get ripped off the most, they feel like they're entitled to the most. Like, oh, we inspire the most. But that don't mean a check comes from like you're doing what you're designed to do, inspire for free, and we rip you off. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's there by design. I know you want to get until you fix that. That'd be one thing, but I think they feel like I don't know. I don't know if they think like they'll just be. I think I think there's always going to be a culture that's going to be exploited. Is what I mean.
Yeah, because you can't pay for someone's culture or their experience.
Yeah.
You can take it, you can use it, you can wear their clothes, listen to their music, eat their food, but there's no way to give them no type of payment for that.
Yeah, and it's capitalism. There's always going to be a system where you take from, and there's always going to be a bottom and a top and a middle. And this system is designed that they're taking from you as you're at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. I don't think you think if it was fair.
Speaking
and they're
of taking advantage of, Caitlin Clark signs a Nike shoe deal for $28 million.
Lovely. Out the gate.
28 million. That's 28 million. How many years?
8 years.
8 years. What's the math on that? How much is that per year? Like 8 million?
It's like 2.7, something like that.
That's already more than her whole team is going to be making for the year.
I know, but do you think they should have gave her more? Because they about to run it up.
I mean, she's the highest paid woman in basketball. She hasn't even played a game yet. What do you mean more? Just from that one deal, she has more money than any other woman in basketball right now.
I know.
Over Sabrina Ionescu, over the other girl, Stewie. I think a lot of black people was pissed off about the fact that she just got her own shoe deal. And meanwhile, you got Asia Wilson's the best player in the league right now. Two-time MVP. Two-time MVP, two-time champion.
This is the first time I'm hearing about Asia Wilson, whatever her name is.
This is what I be saying.
Nobody knows these bitches.
But to be fair, I know Asia Wilson.
How?
Yeah, but this is what I be saying. How? But you know these games.
How, Swerve?
Yeah, because I pay attention. The same way that the whole country's been so enthralled about the women's tournament, NCAA, women's basketball's been stepping up a little bit, at least for the last year or two. It's been good. Asia Wilson, baller. Sabrina Ionescu,
what team do Asia Wilson play for?
She plays for the Aces, Las Vegas.
What team Taurasi play for?
Diana Taurasi?
Yeah,
I think she plays for the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix
people
Suns.
Switch. People, no, not Phoenix Suns. Mercury
Suns is in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, whatever the Phoenix's WNBA team is.
I don't know.
I'll be knowing these things.
What team did Angela Reese play for now? She just got drafted.
Angel Reese just got drafted to Chicago Sky.
You should have seen
disrespect. Disrespect.
That's a disrespect.
Disrespected her walkout. So Caitlin Clark, because like they're introducing you to the media because you just joined the team. Yeah, Caitlin Clark dropped out. They got a red carpet for her. Whole bunch of media there, snapping pictures. She hopping out of Mercedes Sprinters to get dropped off at the venue. Mm-hmm. Cameras all there for Angel Reese. It was like 3 people in the room in some type of cafeteria. It looked like Lakewood High School cafeteria. She walked out wearing some sweats, and she just gave him a little peace sign, a little wave. And I was like, "This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful."
Listen, now that's disrespectful, but don't talk to me about the praise Caitlyn was getting for her bag. See, there's different stuff. You know what I'm saying? If one person done gave this whole sport, this whole league a look, let the bag come with it.
I think that is a bag, though. It's all relative. 28 mil for 8 years. What you said, it ended up being 2 point whatever.
Yeah, but
the highest paid female players right now are making 400,000.
Yeah, but she deserves that. That has nothing to do with them. She brought all the looks into the league,
and she got it. Trust me, 2 points. That money she got is a lot compared to what everybody else is making.
You know what I'm saying, but she deserves what she got. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people making it. I was like, had it been a black girl doing what she was doing, black girl that probably got it.
But what they're saying is there's a black girl in the league right now that is 2-time MVP, 2-time champion that doesn't even have a shoe deal.
Yeah, but it's not about just being MVP and champion. It's you're shooting out the stuff that you bring in the eyes. It's all about the eyes.
Right.
You bring the viewership.
Caitlin Clark is a bigger personality.
Yeah, you got to bring the viewership
for sure. But there's other women who aren't Caitlin Clark who have shoe deals.
In MMA, you think UFC has the best fighters in the world, wouldn't you? There's fighters that are even better than UFC fighters that Dana White either didn't pay them or their stipulations. They fight at Bellator and other stuff. Mm-hmm. MMA just happens to be the most known one. They get the biggest deal. Other people might either don't get paid as much or they might not go on them. That
doesn't work in basketball, though. The NBA is the best male players in the world, and the WNBA is the best female players in the world. That's not the same as the MMA.
Correct.
You can't find no other better players.
But it's WNBA. Not the best though. But still, it's still also going to be about. There's still some part about the league. It's still it's still show business. That's why even in the league, if you're a boring superstar, you'll never get the proper write up. The story just won't go well.
No,
even the NBA now, I don't know what the playoffs are about to look like, but I know if the playoffs are the right team, tickets aren't looking right. It's almost like even with that, it's got to be.
Yeah, you're right.
It's got to be
the finals last year with Miami and Nuggets. I'm pretty sure it's probably like one of the lowest viewed finals because there's 2 boring teams, and you know who's gonna win.
Yeah, so it's all sorts of things that go in it. You're not just throwing. It's not just talent. You know what I'm saying? I've seen episodes of Gilbert Arenas talking about, they say that the refs are told that they're supposed to, ease up on calling on superstars or don't call as much. So it is a thing. You're not gonna don't come over refereeing. It's Kobe night. These people ain't pay tickets to watch Kobe get fucking get ring deaf. Yeah. Get called to death the whole night. They came out here about to see him put on a show.
Mm-hmm. We don't want to see him on the bench.
Yeah, that means that this shit rock a little bit. So we don't think about all that, but that shit it is show business. That means they are gonna let the shit roll a little bit longer. So that makes you. I've always wondered. I always like, nah, ain't no way. When people talk about the playoffs are rigged and all that, I like, ain't no way. It can't be rigged. But it let you know anything's possible. You talking business?
Possible. So. Anything's possible.
I don't want to believe it though. But if it is fake. And niggas is watching NBA, I don't want to hear no talk about motherfuckers having issue with wrestling. if the outcomes in professional other sports are also
there was a nigga that played for the Toronto Raptors got banned for life for
betting
sports betting
on his own self.
Yeah. Took the under for the game, and then I think in that game he didn't even play the whole game, and it was crazy. It rung alarms because that player got the most winnings for that day, and he's a bench player. He scores like 6 points that game.
Now, speaking of betting on yourself and foul play, Ryan Garcia tests positive for performance-enhancing drugs for the fight with
Devin Haney. Did y'all see the fight?
Yeah, I saw the fight.
I saw the fight.
I saw the fight, and I saw the back and forth they had before. You can tell that nigga is on crack. I thought that nigga was on cocaine, bro.
That's what I thought he was on. But you think the way you saw the fight, does it look like he was on some like he had some? Did he look like he had superpowers?
Yes, bro. One time Devin Haney caught him with a shot. That nigga looked at Devin Haney, growled, and punched his face.
Yeah. So you think that's coke, or you think that's this? You think that's these PEDs? You think that's coke, or that's these PEDs?
That's pure Colombian, right? Good stuff.
That's them PEDs, bro. That nigga juiced up.
I don't know. How do you even let somebody fight? Like they saying they tested him before he got tested positive before the fight. How do you even let the fight still happen?
They said he got he tested positive before the fight, during the fight, or the day of the fight.
And they still let the fight happen. That's bullshit, though. I think really a lot of people said, like, if you're watching the fight, it looked like they were trying to make this dude Ryan Garcia lose. Like they were saying a lot of times, like Haney was getting knocked down and the ref was calling slips or push downs.
That did happen.
What would be the point of that?
What happened?
To leave it open to
to the judges.
To the judges, yeah. And if you got the judges rigged, you got it.
Well, you know, in boxing, you should never let it get to the judges anyway. So
yeah, but when I'm knocking a nigga down, and then you're calling it a slip every time, then that's like you trying to, like I'm supposed to get points for these. I'm supposed to get points for these knockdowns that you calling a slip.
You even deduct a point from me in the 8th round or something like that.
What was that for?
Point deducted.
I think I heard about that too. I forgot what it was for.
For not listening or turning his back or something like that.
Yeah, that seems like somebody trying to throw the fight, like refs trying to give the fight to Haney.
Yeah,
but that cocaine was just too strong.
Yeah, that nigga beat the shit out of Haney, bro.
Yeah, like the slow motions that you kept, like the slow motion replays you see like on IG. I'm like, bro, this dude got his ass whooped by a little skinny ass Garcia. This is not the same Garcia that I seen fight Devontae.
He's way bigger. Pause.
Then when he fought Gervonta Davis?
Yeah. Because there was a catch weight on or there was a weight requirement for Gervonta Davis and no rehydration clause. So
what is rehydration clause?
A rehydration clause in boxing is like after the final weigh-in, you're allowed to go ahead and drink and rehydrate however you want to rehydrate. There's no, because
a lot of the weight they lose is water weight to get to that weight.
Right.
So some people just drink all that back up before. So water clause would mean that you're not allowed. Sometimes you're not allowed to drink that water.
You're not allowed to rehydrate before the fight. So you can't, because some people walk around at damn, my eyebrows are banging. Some people walk around at 260, 270, but they fighting at 140. And they can.
You said they be walking around at 160, but they fight at 140.
Yeah.
So then by the time that they're ready to fight, they could just drink a gallon of water, just plump back up to 160.
Pause.
Yes. I don't know if it's that much, but the more weight you lose, the harder it's for you to rehydrate. That's why he came into the fight 3 pounds over the weight, because he was supposed to make the weight.
I remember when we was in high school, like dudes that was like on the wrestling team that had to like lose weight for like matches and stuff. They used to be running around like the gym, like running down A Street, turning on that street by under the gym, and with like trash bags on them, just sweating. And I asked one of them, I think his name was Giorgio. I was like, bro, what are you doing right now? He's like, I got to lose like 10 pounds before in the next hour. I'm like, how are you going to lose 10 pounds in an hour? How is this even possible? He's like, it's going to happen. Watch. Dude did it. Lost 10 pounds in like a couple hours.
That's crazy.
I'll be like, dang, why can't I do that? Just like right before like a trip or something.
Yeah, that'd
lose me like 15 pounds. I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm hot shit out here.
I just came from Puerto Rico. I look like trash. So next time I go to another country, I need to make sure that I look vacation ready. So I need to get back in the gym again.
They gonna get this body how they get it. Ain't that the same?
They're gonna get how to get it. Well, I don't know. Drake out here getting whatever Drake got. What's the prices on that shit that Drake got? The ab shit.
I don't know.
Because if I can get some abs without working out, and it's a decent price, if bitches could come out here and go to Colombia, get BBLs and get shit done, you give me a decent price, I'll take a trip. I'll take a trip and get them Drake abs, no problem.
Where are they even doing them shits?
I don't know. We'll find it out. I just need it to be something safe. I don't want to go to no place and they're using like some, I don't know, some janky equipment. I know a girl who went to did she get them done at the same time? She got a BBL and she got her teeth done. But her teeth look good and she got her teeth done in like Colombia.
Them big old teeth?
Nah, they veneers, but they're not big. They're not big like that. I've seen some veneers that look like so natural. I'm like, bro, this shit, that's not American shit. Them shit look so natural and clean. I'm like, damn, that's just crazy. But then I seen these veneers that look like chiclets.
Yeah, them shits be huge on some people. Like Gucci Man, you seen Gucci Man face?
Yeah.
Nigga can't.
But I think after a while though, you have them and you start walking around talking with them. Eventually, it just starts to look normal.
I guess
you just gotta relearn how to talk with them on. You seen what happened? The Lakers got bounced out first round. Yeah, a lot of people hate. I realize a lot of people watch basketball
just to see LeBron
just to see LeBron lose. Because after he lost, like I'm not even interested in these five. I'm still interested in Ant-Man because between Ant-Man and the Nuggets, that's really all I really want to see, and that's the next series. Anybody who comes out the East, there's no way they're gonna beat whoever comes out of this next round.
Yeah, Ant-Man been busting ass, bro. That nigga.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. He kicked both of their ass. Devin Booker, KD, and that nigga was talking shit throughout the whole series.
They couldn't do nothing. Them. That's what this is. This is just the changing of the guard. These old dudes like KD, Curry, LeBron, they're over with. It's the young dudes' turn right now. Luka, Ant-Man, SGA. There's some dudes that was lost, that's just got lost in the sauce in that between like PG and Kawhi.
That's most people's careers. That's how it goes.
Yeah, like
when there's GOATs around, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't get a chance to collect rings.
Yeah. But if this Clippers team could win the ring, that would help a lot of them out because that team is full of a bunch of the Clippers eliminated.
Yeah, bro.
I thought they were still playing Dallas still.
Yeah, I think they got eliminated today. Or was that
Milwaukee? That's another plus, I guess. If you're a LeBron fan, because that's just more players that couldn't get a ring on LeBron's watch. I feel like this right now is no longer LeBron. LeBron's watch is over. LeBron,
chill out.
Stop it. LeBron's watch.
Have one more in the tank.
No, I mean he might have 3 more years left in the league. I'm saying this is no longer his watch. This is no longer LeBron era. Right now, LeBron's an old man playing. This is not right now. You could say this is Joker's era. Joker is about to be 3-time MVP, 2-time champion. You could say this is Joker's era, and maybe you could say
you gotta win 3.
Okay, you don't have to win 3 for it to be your era. LeBron had his era from the time he was in Miami all the way till even before Miami. That was his era.
Yes,
getting from the time he first got to the finals for 10 years straight, that was his era.
Yeah, no matter where he went in the East, he was going to the championship.
And even though he wasn't winning, we were still calling it the LeBron era.
It was
always
the West
LeBron versus
whoever.
It wasn't
LeBron
East versus West. It's whoever LeBron
some
went. It was
team
LeBron
in the
versus
West.
somebody. Yeah. That's what the NBA made of it. That championship, LeBron versus whatever team.
Yeah, it comes out the West for those 10 years. I would say that was his era. It's hard for me to say that like the next person that gets a ring, oh yeah, he got it on LeBron's watch. This is no longer LeBron's watch. LeBron is an old man trying to sneak in rings on somebody else's watch.
I saw a possible trade.
And what
you think any chance KD can end up over there?
Not on my watch.
Who?
AD.
Any chance
AD.
KD? You think any chance KD could end up over there?
Where? In Lakers?
Yeah.
No,
it's
KD's
it's very
getting $50 million a year. A team would have to buy that contract.
These old dudes, I think.
Is KD not worth it anymore?
No, that nigga just got his ass handed to him by
Anthony Edwards.
But
Anthony Edwards is really like a prodigy. This dude is like really great.
No, Anthony Edwards reminds me of somebody that you would know that's in the hood that know how to hoop and actually went and got to
and went actually used their full potential.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually talking that hood shit on the basketball court. That nigga look like he's right out the project.
Unrefined. Okay.
That's why I said, definitely unrefined. And I was like, LeBron was the face of the league for a long time. When LeBron came into the league at 18, he was already, all this pressure was put on him, and he was acting like a grown man, very respectable. The shit that Ant-Man is doing right now, that dude is a fucking vagabond.
Yeah, that's what
he's doing the suck it sign in the middle of the court during the game in the first round. This dude watching his own dunk replay. They showing him the dunk of him dunking on John Collins at the end of a game. He's watching the replay. He says, "Damn!" What did he say? He said, "Damn, little ass nigga," on live TV. Little ass nigga.
I'm telling
they didn't blur it out. They didn't blur it out or nothing.
That nigga's a vagabond.
Damn vagabond out here. Vagabond.
Right there. No 3-second delay or nothing.
And you know
the national television.
Yeah, announcer. He's just smiling, just cheesing. But people like Ant-Man though. He is kind of
all he did in that very moment to those millions of views, 20 million viewers or so that's watching that very moment. He's like, "Damn, little that nigga." Mm-hmm. At the same time, he slightly undertone said, "This ain't for you though, Cracker."
Yeah, they know that. Because the guy who was announcing it, he was just smiling, he was just laughing, smiling at Ant. But he knows he can't comment on that.
Like, this ain't you.
They just let it slide. Didn't even mention it.
You gotta act like this don't exist. You won't get to say that.
Little lad
nigga. What else we got? We got anything else in sports? Y'all boys got any recommendations for this week?
Recommendations. I got a couple, man. What do you want? Music?
Let me get
Just give a recommendation and keep it moving.
Yeah, give me a movie recommendation because I know I don't want to hear your music recommendations. You're gonna give me some Drizzy shit.
No, niggas don't like Drizzy anymore.
I like Drizzy. I mean, there's a time for Drizzy. Right now, it's not the time for Drizzy.
What time is it if it's not Drizzy time?
Hey,
bro, I've been listening.
Recommendations, please.
You gotta bring it back home, John. Please.
Hey, I'm trying to go sleep. Y'all nigga playing.
Recommendations.
Y'all nigga playing. I know what a tangent sounds like when I see it. I know what the beginning of a tangent sounds like.
My recommendation would be the movie Civil War.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it when I was in Miami. I think like one of those weeks. What was it here? Maybe 3 weeks back. Fucking incredible. If you get a chance to go watch it.
I saw the trailer and I knew that. I saw the trailer and I knew it was gonna be fire.
Yeah, just from the trailer was fire. I want to go back and rewatch that shit's fucking.
It's in theaters.
Yeah, it was in theaters. It's probably gonna be coming. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks now. It's probably gonna be coming our way soon. But see if you can find it. You got the Jailbroken Fire Stick. I'm surprised you don't just get it from there.
If it's, I can get it if it's in theaters or whatever.
You guys be watching that bare knuckle boxing?
No.
Yeah, sometimes.
Are you recommending that?
Well, nah, I couldn't recommend.
Okay,
That's just
so my recommendation
brutal.
for this week: Killing Eve.
Killing Eve. What's that
Eva? On Netflix,
Killing Eva.
bro. Killing Eva. That shit is fire. Netflix.
Is that new or is that some old shit?
I think there's like 2 seasons or 4.
Yeah, it used to be on AMC, and then so
that shit is fire, bro. You can watch that. That's my recommendation for this week. What you got for us, Swerve?
My recommendation is a movie with Zendaya. It's called Challenger. It's like a tennis movie.
Oh, that shit looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of gay shit going on in there. So not a lot of gay shit, but there's some gay shit going on in there.
It's tennis. What you expect?
It's not really gay. There's some gay undertones, yeah, but it's a good movie.
Is she supposed to be a tennis player on there?
Yeah, she is a tennis player, and the other 2 white guys are both tennis players. They meet each other in school. They start dating, but it's kind of like a love triangle between all 3 of them.
So they just running a train on her left and right.
No, not really. They kind of like stringing each other along at parts of their lives. Then one of them ends up marrying with the other one. Zendaya gets injured, living vicariously through her husband, who's also a tennis player, but he's not as good as she wants him to be.
All right, folks, y'all know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you can always drop a voicemail. All you gotta do is look through the show notes and hit that leave a message here link, and we'll definitely get you featured.
We didn't get a call in a minute.
Yeah, we didn't get a voicemail in a minute. Y'all leave something for your boys.
Just so we know y'all still alive.
Yeah, and we out.
Oh yeah.